Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sunny Cool and this is Gems of War. And today we're on the new account playthrough for the second to last time. Level 947. So I'm actually trying to get it done before I hit level 1000. I haven't been using my XP boosters just to make sure. I don't know. I feel like it won't be a new account anymore if I go for level 1000. You're kind of in the mid game at that point. For real. Maybe not these days. I don't know. I probably shouldn't be doing that, but like in my head, I was like, I'm gonna be like level 500 or something. But that's one thing I learned, and I'm gonna say it early in this live stream because I'm gonna rewatch these and make shorter videos out of them. So I need to be saying things over and over and over so I can catch it when I rewatch it. But yeah, XP these days for your hero level is just through the roof, crazy. Making sure I wasn't muted. Sometimes I'm mute. I mean, if you have Death Knight armor, I don't even know, dude. You might be trying to do things you shouldn't be doing because you're level. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like, my advice might... I don't know. I gotta, like, fix... I don't know. I just gotta remember that when I'm giving advice in the future, that some people could be, like, level 1250, but they have Death Knight armor, XP boosters, a double XP week, etc. So I can't really base it off hero level. I gotta kind of base it off of, like, what you have done in the game. Which has always been the case. It's never... Hero level really never meant anything. The only thing hero level ever has done is, like, get you into a guild. So that's cool. You can now get into a higher level guild faster. You'll hit level 1000, you'll still be a super beginner. But you can get to a high level guild. Like Mana Bombers, for example, my PlayStation guild is a top 15 guild, and the requirement is level 1000. This brand new account that feels like a level 500 could get into a top 15 guild if I wanted to, as long as you can meet the gold requirements. So that's going to be the real difficult thing. But I have 4 million gold. I could probably do it. So you would be getting crazy loot too, just based off your level. Your guild, like Mana Bombers, gets every single guild event done, all the way. I mean, we've missed like 2 or 3 since they added extra rewards onto it. Like, and it's always been like Journey or something that's people like intentionally don't play because they want to boycott it and stuff like that. But kind of nuts. You should be getting tons and tons of loot in a high level guild sooner than ever. And your hero level should be through the roof, especially if you have Death Knight armor, because that would be crazy. 100% extra experience on top of XP boosters, on top of a double XP week, and then, you know, vault events once a month that you're just cramming in a bunch of farming in 3 days. That's going to get you a bunch of levels too. Like, it's nuts. It's nuts. Hero level doesn't really mean anything anymore. And I would say some guilds out there, I know this is like not the time to do it because it's hard to get people into your guild right now, so don't do this. But if the game was like normal, and we weren't losing like tons of players because they're so focused on PvP and stuff, like, you might want to raise your requirement for what level people are. Like, if you're getting people into the guild that aren't meeting like the gold requirement, they seem like they're noobs, that might be the case. Their level, hero level, is just through the roof. And that could be a bunch of different things, but mostly Death Knight armor, XP boosters, and then they could just be playing the game wrong and doing like Explore 1 or something over and over and over and just getting a bunch of hero experience. So hero level really doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. I would rely more on your gold requirement metric, your trophy requirement metric, and then like your seals. Make sure everybody's getting max seals, because level means nothing these days. It's crazy. Because this is not a level. Like my last new account playthrough, this would be probably like 447. That's how this account feels. It doesn't feel like a almost level 1000 account. I've done this 3 times. My 3rd time doing a new account playthrough, so I know how it feels. And the first time, I only got to like level 300, 400. Second time, I only got to like a little bit further than that, like 50 levels further. I never even made it. I think I made it like 550 or something on the second one. I can't remember. But compare that to this, where I'm 400 levels higher. That's almost double. Double level. So you can't really look at my hero level on this account and match it. I don't know. You can these days, I guess, but I feel more like a level 500 or a 447 or a 547 than a 947. It's pretty nuts because you don't have like all your kingdoms upgraded. You don't have like, I don't have a ton of mythics or anything. Like by level 1000, you would have all kinds of stuff, and that's not the case because hero level's just juiced up, jacked up. But yeah, I don't know. If you're having trouble with guild people joining your high level guild and then not working out, that might be the reason, because hero levels are just so high these days. And if that's your only metric to let someone into your guild, which usually that's the first one, because you don't know if they're going to give enough gold, you don't know if they're going to give enough trophies, you don't know if they're going to give enough seals until they've been in the guild for a week or two. So that first barrier to entry is pretty much not a good indicator. But I got a poll up on the screen here. We're doing epic trials today, or we're going to try them on this new account, because that was one thing somebody mentioned as something to try before this thing was over with. So Underspire epic trials, just see if the new account, the beginner account, can even do it. Let me say hi to everybody here. So it's going to be zooming in. We got Sana, Anita, Mark here first. Sana wants me to talk about Honor. Honor's basically, it's just like a high five thing. It's like a, it's really a nothing burger for real. The best way to get it is to just, with people in your guild, trade Honor. So say, hey, I'll give you a high five if you give me a high five. And then give out the max a day, receive the max a day. There's global channels to do that. I'm not the greatest person to talk about that because I'm cynical and people just give me Honor, and I'm not like saying that to brag or anything. It's just like I didn't get to experience the struggle of the Honor system because I just randomly got Honor and I randomly got to max Honor like without even trying. So I don't know. I got to let you know that when I'm talking about Honor, like I didn't have to try barely at all. I think at the very beginning when it first came out, I was trading Honor with people, but eventually I like didn't even care anymore because it was just leveling up without me even trying. So, but I would say, yeah, trade with guildmates, trade in global. Like here, I'll give you a high five if you give me a high five. Stuff like that. Make sure you honor people in like PvP. That we used to honor people in PvP that would like set like a 4 firebomb team or something. Like, hey, that was fun, you know, because you're not being a stinky wrestler type of deal. But not much to say. You get like daily rewards for having a certain amount of honor. It's almost inconsequential, but it is nice if you're max honor and you get a little bit of extra rewards every day. So, comes with perks, yeah. Sana did epic trials with the event medals and still won. Nice. Mark says epic trials were tough this week. I will let you know what I think in a little bit. I want to kind of keep the suspense. I got the ads on the lowest setting, so if you get ads, I'm sorry, but I can't turn them all the way off. Let's see. Yeah, my main account did it pretty easily. I think I lost one troop, but I got it done my first on my the first go through with Galvania, and then you know, I showed it the other day and I got it the first fight done. Alfredo's here. Anita with the gifted went to Mike Sheard. All right, Sana with the gifted went to Rolo Walks. Thank you so much. You are legends. Oh yeah. Train business getting started early. The ladies are out there. What are y'all doing? What are you doing? What are you doing out there? Being smarter than us men. Getting it started quick. Like, looking at us like we're dummies. Alright, let's go. So, level 947. Which means nothing, pretty much. It's just like, hey, that's... If you're watching the playlist, it's just the progression of where we're at. It really doesn't mean anything as far as, like, where I'm at in the game. Leveling Archer. What kind of medals do I have? I got 3 Nishas. I just like to say all this stuff before the stream starts so we know where we're at. I got the Medal of Anu. I need more seasons. You used to get seasons so easily. When we had a world event like every week, when I did my second new account playthrough, if you go watch that, I got 3 Medal of Seasons like in 2 or 3 weeks. It was easy. Nowadays, it's one of the hardest ones to get. I only got 1. We got the World Event Medal. We got 3 Orpheus now. So we have 3 Nisha, 3 Orpheus. We have our Anu. We got a bunch of Yasmin. We got a bunch of Guard. So we have everything we need except for 2 seasons. And that was all off of offers. That was all off of guild event rewards. No farming. 0 farming. Unless you count Vault Event, which that's where you farm. You farm everything through the Vault Event. You don't have to specifically stop and go farm medals anymore, for real. Unless you're trying to rush an achievement or something. Like, people always bring that up. But I'm not the type of guy that's helping people rush an achievement or hurry up and beat this game so they can stop playing it. I'm more like the person giving advice to people that are in it for the long haul, that want to play this game for 2-3 years. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's it? Why would I mean, I can give advice to people that are trying to rush through the game, but how's that help either one of us? This isn't the type of game where you rush through things, first of all, and second of all, if you're just here for a flash in the pan, like, am I that excited? You know what I mean? So anyway, we've had a lot of flash in the pan people trying to rush through this game, and they just quit because they can't get it all done. And you'll realize that quickly. If you're an achievement hunter or you're just trying to beat the game super quick, it's not going to work out for you. We got Cios. You have to tell me how to say that. Maybe I'll just call you O. O says, Yo, Cinny, finally catching the live stream. Love the content. Thank you so much for helping me with what appears to be an overwhelming new player experience. It is. It is. There's so many things going on. You kind of just got to focus on certain things and forget about other things. I always compare it to when you enter an MMO world, like where there's like, I always compare it to Neverwinter, because the other MMOs that I play aren't exactly like this, but when you enter into Neverwinter, there's like 80 different resources and 50 different menus and 50 different ways to go. And that's how it feels in Gems of War sometimes. But they open things up. Not everything's open, and that's purposeful. That way you're not like that overwhelmed, so you have to open things up as you go. So you're not going to be able to like play Arena immediately. You're not going to be able to do certain things immediately, like Explore 12 or something. So it does open up slowly, but there is like a lot of resources to keep track of and like what they do and everything. So I agree with you. It is overwhelming. We got 4,345 gems. I've been giving those away, so I would have more. I'd probably have like 5,000 gems. I have 4 million gold. I did the faction event on Tuesday. That ate up a little bit of that. I should probably have about 5 million gold. I have 934,000 souls. I've been leveling my kingdoms a little bit, but hey, you're going to do that anyway, so I can't really say those things. But hey, pretty awesome, right? Over 4,000 gems. Some accounts that are high-level accounts don't even have that much. Over 4 million gold, that's plenty. Almost 1 million souls. No, you don't have to farm, I'm telling you. That's one thing I've freaking confirmed in this new account playthrough. I didn't farm souls, I didn't farm gold, I don't farm nothing. All I do is do the vault event, and I play the game properly. There's still people out there saying, I'm not doing the faction event on Tuesday. I'm not going to do it. No way, Jose. And then they're gold farming, and they're looking at videos of how to gold farm. It's like, durr. You know what I mean? If you would do everything the game tells you to do every day, you would have gold. But now you're like spending hours gold farming. It's kind of strange. It's like walking by your car. You got the keys of your car, you got your car keys in your hand, and the door's locked. You try to open the door, it doesn't open, and then you just say, I guess I gotta walk to work. That's what it's like. Come on, they're putting the events in the game for you to play. There's a reason there's a Tuesday faction event. There's a reason there's a Wednesday pet. There's a reason there's a class event on Thursday. There's a reason they do faction events on the weekend. There's a reason there's a guild event for the week, and there's a event on the weekend. You're supposed to play all of them no matter what. Even if you have it on 500, it doesn't matter. I don't care if you don't want that last Chaos Orb and you say, oh, I got enough orbs. You're going to get hundreds of thousands of gold for doing the faction event. And then you'll get all kinds of other stuff too. So the people that aren't doing a faction event on a Tuesday are the same people looking up gold farming videos, looking up soul farming videos. So it's not like they're saving time by not doing it. You're like giving yourself more work to do by not doing things. What else? Let's look at our troops. Let's see where we're at. Alright, so we have lots of immortals. That's how it's going to go on a new account. When you're going to get either a dragon first or an immortal first. Dragons are going to get through Dragon Knight by doing your dungeon every day and picking the same rooms every day. If you jump around, you're going to like not get as... I have Stellarix. I have Diamantina. I have both of them. I can get another dragon on this new account. I'm going to have 2 dragons. I'm just... Proof is in the pudding type of thing. Pick the same rooms every day. I have Stellarix. I've had them for a long time. It's not like I just got them either. And I have 5,000 Dragonite. You know what I mean? I could have got 2 Stellarixes, 2 Diamantinas. Already, like, over and over. I could probably have 3 Stellarixes if I wanted it. Because I'm choosing the same rooms every day. and then you take out the randomness, the RNG out of it. If you switch rooms at all, you're dealing with you could be just like missing. You pick the same rooms every day, it has to hit eventually type of stuff. And you should get at least one perfect every like 10 days, or you get like 3 a month or something like that. It's not crazy, but it works. And it's just the proof is in the pudding thing. I have tons of Dragonite and I have both dragons. So I got a dragon first, and then I got Immortals, but we started this new account before Immortals were in the game. I think it would have happened the other way around if we started after Immortals were in the game. So I got Ossifer, Terra, Titanus, I got Luna, and then my Mythics, I got Mother of Darkness, Sagittarian, Scoprio, Umanath, Vashtagon, Wolf-Garrick. And all these were random, like from random keys. I haven't done any event key Mythics yet, and I haven't done any Soulforge Mythics yet. I was kind of waiting for a good Kingdom or a good Mythic in the Soulforge, and neither thing has happened yet. So this week we're going to have to just do it because it's my last week. These are all randomly from opening keys, and I didn't really get anything good, but that's going to happen. But that'll teach you that just because something's a Mythic doesn't mean it's better than a Legendary. You haven't seen me using any of these Mythics, right? Because I think Queen Beatrix is better. I think Tesla is better. I think Gargoyle's better in some situations. Like, troops we have that are legendaries are better than all of these mythics. These mythics will be good for, like, kingdom level and power and then, like, certain restrictions. Like, Wolf-Garrick I might actually use in a certain restriction. Vashtagon's not bad. But I've never used these at all on my main account, or I don't plan on using them on this account or any of that. Like, she used to be good, but not anymore. As far as legendaries go, what do we have that's any good? We got Borealis, Captain McCall, Captain Saltclaw. We got Cedric. We made the Skeleton Key team. We got Crimson Bat. We're using that this week and crushing it in the guild event. And in the Underspire. Divine Ishbala, Divinia. We got Emberclaw. That was nice. The holiday legendary I got 3 of. We got Emperor Corvash. We got Garyon. We got Glaceon. Let's see, anything else? We got King Averlorn. We got Gobtruffle and 3 copies of it. I still need to, like, fully ascend him, but that would take a long... it takes a while to do that. But we have him. We can do the Truffle Shuffle. Anything else cool? We got Queen Beatrix. I think my mic's doing the every 20-minute thing. Sorry. I think it just... You can hear me, right? Chat, what it do, what it do? Who else do we got? Tesla, we got that off a random key. That was cool. She's very useful. Very nice. Empress is good. We got Empress from a Vault Key. We got the Deep King from the Underworld. He's pretty good sometimes, like Merfolk Restriction. We got the Great Worm, multiple copies. The Ghost Queen, the Foxfire King. All these legendaries are better than all my mythics. Miraji Queen. Benoxia I've been using quite a bit. Benoxia plus Queen Beatrix is a nice team after you're tired of Rowan, and like Rowan's, you had to like boost her too much, and you're doing like more difficult stuff like opening vault keys or something, and you can use like Venoxia Queen Beatrix instead, and that way you can do that for dungeon, for vault keys. It's nice. Got Ulf Harrigan, and that's all my legendaries and mythics. Oh, Web Spinner. Web Spinner's good. As far as like weapons, we got 2 of the Doom Shovels, because we had 2 Tower of Doom events. We got Dancing Daggers, Class Weapon, Fiend Fire, Essence of Evil, Plunder and Peril. We got Bronzelock Pistol, Black Manacles. Let's see. Got Golden Cog, of course, was very useful early in the game. Still useful. We got Mountain Crusher, Mang. What else? What else? Anything else that's cool? Got War and Peace. That was kind of useful. Stuff like that. So class weapons, event weapons, mastery weapons is what you're going to go for. We got a ton of banners. Class, we went with, we already went over this last time, but I'm leveling like Archer mostly. Archmagus is good. Corsair for a weapon. Dervish for a weapon. Diablos for a weapon. Doomsayer for a weapon. Elementalist I would level pretty soon to like 100 or so. Geomancer for that construct start. Mechanist for that mech start. Orb Weaver because it was the first class that you know, was useful in the game that popped up first. Plague Lord for a weapon. Sentinel for a weapon. Thief for a weapon, plus it's good. It has a Purple Storm, 50% start. Titan to 100. And yeah, that's classes. Teams, we got our Goblin team, our Guardian team, our Rowan team, Dwarven Gate Black Manacles. We got the Truffle Shuffle. We got, you know, more Guardian teams. Here's that Venoxia Queen Beatrix team. Stuff like that. So that is the update there of where we're at. So, what are we going to show today? We're going to not do... If I was going to play the game normally, I always got to say this. I would look at the XP booster, satisfy this. I would then go to Adventure Board. I do this every single day no matter what. That's another thing people could say, oh, well, you know, it's just trait stones. And then they're out there farming trait stones. Oh, well, my class, I'm going to do some class experience farming. You know, if you just do your Adventure Board every day, you wouldn't have to do as much of that stuff. No matter what it is, just make it a habit. There's gems here. And then dungeon, of course, every day. I have enough to craft a dragon. Maybe we should do that right now. Go see what dragon we can get. Let's go do it. So I've been doing this every single day. I pick the same rooms every single day. This one, this one, this one. You don't have to pick the same rooms as me, but I just recommend picking the same rooms every day. Proof is in the pudding type of deal. If you want to switch rooms, like you're tired of the rooms you're picking and it's not working or something, and you're only getting like one perfect every 2 weeks or something like that, wait until you get a perfect with your same choices, and then switch it to something else, whatever you want to do. That's what I recommend. That's what's worked for me. Dungeon offer you only buy on Sunday, unless you're making that final push towards a mythic that's in the Soul Forge. That's really good, like Ironhawk or High King Irongut or something, or Takshaka or one of those. But most of the time you only buy the offer on Sunday because it's a really good deal. It's Diamond Day. Dragonite you do not buy. I put out a video about that. You don't buy that until you get all 6 dragons. Or you're just like, you got tons of gems, but you probably have 0 gems if you're buying dungeon offers right now at this level. You probably have barely any gems, and that's why. So dungeon every day. And then after that, I usually go do my City of Thieves every single day still. Even at this level, I'm still doing it every single day, 3 times a day. Game is lagging. I don't know. I guess I'm not doing a timestamp today. There's not really anything. I don't know. Let's do the dragon real quick, and then we'll talk about the underworld. Let's go craft a dragon. And where's it at? Troops. I recommend Cosmic Eggs first, because Stellaryx is better. Costs like 50 gems extra, or 50 Dragonite extra, but still worth it. I have 657. So let's craft one. Hey, we got a new one. Solarithus. So those hit pretty hard. They're pretty good for certain things until you get Stellaryx or Diamantina. They're better than the Gem Dragons, for sure. They hit harder. So there's that. We got 2 dragons now. I have to craft a mythic this week because this is my last week. I have 7,200 diamonds. So if I was going to continue to play this account, I would not craft anything this week because I'm still waiting for Ironhawk or High King Irongut or some sort of top 10 at least. Some sort of top 10 at least. There's no top 10s in there this week. There wasn't any last week, so I just had to craft something. So I'm still doing City of Thieves 3 times a day, every day, because you get tons of gold. I don't care if you have every single troop. I mean, at a certain point, you stop doing it 3 times a day, every day, but you're probably not there yet. Unless you're like level 1250 or 1500 without Death Knight armor. Because I'm getting like 100,000 gold a day from doing this. 100,000 gold a day. That's 700,000 gold a week. I mean, that's why I don't have to gold farm. Because of this and just doing every event that pops up all the time and going hard at the Vault event. That's how you don't have to go out of your way to farm and waste time. You just do what you're supposed to do every day. So this also gives me Chaos Shards to go get awesome troops. It also helps me towards stats, renown, up my horde levels. Every time there's a Tuesday faction event, I up my horde level so I can play that event easier, get more rewards. If there's a weekend faction event, I'll up that one's horde level, and then I can go further in that one and get that more stats, more renown. So you're not just getting gold, you're not just getting chaos shards, you're not just getting troops down here when you're doing City of Thieves 3 times a day, every day. You're also getting renown to get stats. You're also getting tons of gold, trait stones, ingots, stuff like that. So you got to do the things I tell you to do. You can't skip anything. You can't skip anything. You got to do everything. You can't say, well, like if you have a reason to not do it. You don't think I have the same reason to? I've been playing for 7 years, and I'm like basically a professional Gems of War player. You don't think I have that same reason? Like I could make that same excuse? Probably could, but I don't. I still do everything every day. Unless you're like a Tyrion or a Supernova or somebody that has like a higher level than me and you've been playing just as long as me or something, then yeah, you can skip things if you want to. But if you're coming to this channel for advice, you can't like give yourself an excuse and give yourself a reason not to do something and then to go do treasure hunt or gold farm or soul farm. That's just like you're doing that because you have to, because you're not doing everything right. So I still do City of Thieves 3 times a day, every day. We got some shards here. We could go open them. Let's craft that mythic before I forget. So Soul Forge. I am just going to pick the best one that's in here. This is my last week on here. So Phoenicia is probably the best one in here. So let's go ahead and craft Phoenicia. Just to say we crafted a mythic. We saved up enough to do it by doing dungeon every day, by doing the vault event. We have 6,000. We have 7,000 something diamonds if we need them. We almost have enough for 2. And I just wanted to show, like, patience is a virtue. Like, how do you get diamonds? You get them via the dungeon and the vault event. And now I'm crafting a mythic in the Soul Forge. We're crafting Phoenicia. Boom. She's pretty good until you get Diamantina or Stellarix, or if you don't have Tesla yet, maybe if you don't have the Ruby weapon, like she would be one of your best troops. Like you could do Fomag. Maybe we'll build that team today or Sunday. The Fomag team. It was one of the best teams in the game and had world records just like a year ago. Before, like, maybe 2 years ago. Something like that. It had world records. It did not get nerfed. It's still really good, really fast. So, there she is. Maybe a top 20, but, you know, Stellarix kind of knocked her down a little bit. Diamantina kind of knocked her down a little bit. The buff to Tesla kind of knocked her down a little bit. The Ruby weapon kind of knocked her down a little bit, but she's still up there. She's an A-tier mythic. She's good. So, there we got Phoenicia there. So, now we have almost enough to do another one. We have 3,200. You know, I could probably get that in a couple weeks, but this is our last week. So maybe I should craft like a legendary. You shouldn't be doing this, but like Doom Scythe I should probably get. 900 diamonds. Let's get it. Just to show you what you would get. I'm saving up. Bang, now I got Doom Scythe and Phoenicia. Pretty cool. Anything else? Any other weapons? I don't think there's any other weapons. I already got the other one that I'm using in the world event. These would just be collection purposes. You only do those like once you have a ton of diamonds and a ton of mythics and stuff like that. So I could do a legendary, I guess, but you really wouldn't. I think I already have Ulf. I already have him. Triton. I already have Triton. So yeah, I would not craft anything else. I don't even want to craft, like even if I need this. I already have them at level 19. I already have that. I think I have all of these. So I already have all these legendaries. So I don't even need to craft them. So you see how you get them without crafting them? You don't have to craft legendaries. I have every single legendary that's available in the Soul Forge right now. So you never really need to craft a legendary. Only if you want to rush Tesla. Alright, let's see what y'all are saying. CSO, yeah. Let's see. Sci-fi? Okay, so Sayo. Sayo, I got it. Sayo is here. Yeah, the gold question, just do everything properly every day, and you should not have to gold farm. I mean, you could use your skeleton key team on lots of stuff if you're, like, lagging a little bit for some reason. I don't know. Like, you have to get the dragon armor or the death knight armor. That's your first purchase with gems. That'll give you 100% more gold for everything you do. So maybe people are missing out on that. That's very early in the game. Your first 500 gems that you make, or your first $20 that you spend. Very early in the game. 100% extra gold for everything you do. Maybe people are missing out on that. I don't know. The only other thing I can think of is you're not doing everything every day, like every event the devs present to you or something. You're giving yourself excuses not to do it. But you're giving yourself like, I'm not going to do this so I can go gold farm. Psh, what? The whole reason you need to gold farm is because you're not doing the thing that you're giving your excuse not to do. Like, for real. So you're putting yourself in your own situation. Like, you're putting yourself behind by doing that kind of stuff. Tyrion Shark. Chabba-da-doo-ba-da-doo. JM Ricks. Yeah, it went out for a couple seconds, but I can hear you now. Yeah, this mic sometimes likes to... I don't know what it's doing. Yeah, that hammer, that's like the cursed rune. I don't want to use the cursed runes. Do I have... Hold on. Okay, it's just 5,000 souls. I can do that. I thought it needed like cursed runes or something. I've been like purposely not leveling my soul forge so I can save cursed runes to give gifts. You don't do that. That's just me. Alright, so anyway, 3 times a day, every day. Don't skip it until you're like doing... You have so much... You have every horde level to at least 111. You have every single troop in the underworld, and you have every single troop in the underworld fully ascended. Then you could start thinking about not doing City of Thieves 3 times a day. But that's when you just start to think about it. You would still do it, but maybe at a certain point you have like so many chaos shards, you're cool with your gold stack, you're cool with your trait stones, your ingots, like this is like super high level. Or you're like doing other factions down here with your sigils each day or something like that. But that's very far down the road. That's why I tell people 3 times a day, every day, and then get back to me when you have every single troop, you have every single troop fully ascended, you have every single horde level at 111. You know, like it takes a long, long, long time. Like my account doesn't have it done. And I'm almost level 1,000, you know. I still need troops down here. I still don't have horde levels at 111. I have all the good troops, and I got them all purposely in an order. But, you know, I'm still missing like a couple decent ones, but nothing crazy. So we could go do that, but, like, if you want to see which ones you're missing, you'd go to collection. And then just, I go, like, unowned. And then, base rarity, apply filter, go to legendaries. And then you look at, like, the ones that have two kingdoms. So I'm missing Alderfather from Primal Rift. He's just kind of okay. Beastmaster, Werewoods. Bile Blackheart, the Blackheart. Chief Dargan from Fangmore. See, these are the ones you wouldn't go for first. Emperor Nazara. Like, these are the ones that aren't as good, because I haven't got them yet. I'm getting the good ones first. Hive Mind. Indrajit's pretty good. Indrajit's Palace, we could go get that. King Minos, the Labyrinth. King of Thieves, Leninside, Lady Morana, La Raza, slightly useful. Luna's pretty good, but, you know, not one of the top 10 or anything. Got Matron Valine, so I'd probably go for Luna and Indrajit, and then maybe Lazara, and then, got Nocturnia, not bad. Obsidiaxis is decent. We got Narmel. Like, these are all the mid ones. So I don't have them because they're kind of mid, and I wanted to get the good ones. We got Queen Zachi. Do you see how many, like, these are all the ones I didn't get, and some of them are, like, decent. But I got all the great ones first. We got Ringmaster here, we got Sledgepaw. This is how you, like, see which ones you don't have yet. Tartarus, the Frostfire King, the Wendigo, got the Mirror Queen. I'm still missing quite a bit. Umbral Portal. So I got quite a ways to go, you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to show. I have all the really, really good ones, but I still have quite a ways to go to get all of them. And I don't even have all the good ones yet. Like, I should probably get Luna, Lazara, Narmel, Obsidiaxis. So, we got Durgaroth and Obsidian Depths. Let's go try to get those. Durgaroth and Obsidian Depths. Durgaroth and Obsidian Depths. Where are you? Here's Durgaroth. So we'll try for Narmel here. See if we can get it. It's our last week. Alright, we got the Dark Smith. There he is, Narmel. So we're getting a copy of it first, and then we'll swing back around and get it fully ascended. You don't want to use orbs on these because they're so easy to get. You don't want to, like, waste an orb. So just get them fully ascended via, you know, getting 6 copies through this. We're getting treasure as we do this, of course, so we can up horde levels. We got Narmel. What's the other one? Obsidian Depths? Is that what I said? Let's go get Luna. I know Luna I need. Let's try to get Luna. Luna! Okay, we got Trickster though. Trickster's a good replacement for Leprechaun when you're like having trouble getting Leprechaun. Come on, Luna. Luna Balloona. Nothing yet. Sometimes it bees like this. That's why you need like a lot of Chaos Shards. We got one legendary, but are we gonna get two? Nope, not yet. And these all count for the kingdom they're associated to, too. So if you need more, if you're a kingdom, you're trying to do a kingdom power, and you're missing a legendary, you can go down here and get one, and it counts. It's like there for you. If you're doing your City of Thieves 3 times a day, every day, that's another thing, another good thing. You can use Chaos Shards on portals to get troops for your kingdom power, which also leads to stats. So if you don't want stats, then give yourself an excuse not to do factions. Go ahead. And also, like, you don't want gold, you don't want trait stones, you don't want ingots, you don't want really good troops. You know, screw stats. Stats are annoying. Like, just don't do the faction events. Don't do the Tuesday faction event. Don't do the weekend one. Don't do your City of Thieves 3 times a day. Because screw stats and screw gold. I want to go, like, gold farm and waste time. That's what I want to do. We didn't get it there. And, yeah. It is what it is. We got Indrajits. We added another one, another good legendary to the pile of all the other ones, like King Gobtruffle, Miraji Queen, Queen Beatrix. I say it all the time. Magma Dragon, Shoggoroth, the Great Worm, all kinds of stuff. The Foxfire King, all kinds of good stuff down here. And I'm using Queen Beatrix. I'm using the Miraji Queen. I use Gobtruffle sometimes. Like, I'm using these troops. I'm using Harpy Mage. I'm using Gargoyle, like right now in the holiday event. Like, I'm using these too. And a lot of them are better than Mythics. Like, I am not going to use Sagittarius. I'm going to use Queen Beatrix. You know? I'm not going to use Umanath. I'm going to use, like, Gargoyle or Gobtruffle. Or the Miraji Queen's even better, probably. Like, these troops are better than some Mythics. And they're easier to get. And they're easier to get than just regular legendaries. They're super easy to get. And there's so many reasons to do this 3 times a day. Like, I don't give advice for no reason. And the proof is in the pudding type of stuff. Anyway, that's that. So that's what I would do that. I would do 3 times a day, City of Thieves 3 times a day. And then I go to, usually, what's the event of the day? So I would do the class event, which is Death Knight. I'm probably not going to show it on screen here, but I can make a team real quick, I guess. But you get 25 gems. It's worth it because it's quick and easy. Stupid mic went off again. And it's the same old team, like with everything else. You got your world event, your Underspire, your class event. It's all the same team, so you don't even have to think of a team. I can use any weapon I want, so... I can use any weapon I want? So... what should I use? Whoops. I don't know. Let's just do the same thing we've been doing. Do that Golvania weapon. Apply filter, Axe of Leeching, got this in the Soul Forge. And you make your class Death Knight, because it has to be for this weapon, unfortunately. Your banner, I was doing like a green, red or something. Or no, I was doing, yeah, the Maze Banner. The Maze Banner is cracked right now. It's cracked, so why not use it? And then let's just show one fight with this. It's the same thing as the World event, same thing as Underspire. It's going to happen like that. It's a Golvania week, Golvania restrictions. So a lot of the teams are going to be the same. So match some green or brown. Get your weapon up. Cast your weapon. Whoops. Which should get everything else up, hopefully. There we go. Bang, boom. And that'll get you 25 gems and only take like 15 minutes or less. Something like that. I just got a text, hold on. Getting all kinds of interruptions today. Not really, but I guess the mic is what I'm talking about. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Okay. Yeah. Bill collectors. I'm gonna pay it. Shut up. Shut up, I'm gonna pay it. I don't get paid till the 21st of September, though. Alright, so that's class event. That's what I would use. I'm not gonna show you the whole thing, but here's the team code. This is a low-level account, and this is what I'm using. Sayo says, yes, sir. Dark Hammer for free. Sana says, Egg Thief is also like Trickster. That's true. Except for Egg Thief doesn't have any kind of start. That's the only thing. So it'd be like our third choice. It's mostly only used on the Skeleton Key team these days, but it's really safe and good. Like, it can win some stuff for you for sure. So shout out to the Egg Thief. But I would say Leprechaun, Harpy Mage, Trickster, Egg Thief. It's like in the conversation. It's in there with like Bog Strider and like there's Bork. Those are all like similar troops. But Egg Thief's probably near the bottom. It might be top 10, but like it just doesn't have any way to like start it with 50% mana or 75% mana. And that's what you want from like that type of mana generator that's just getting your team up quickly at the start of the fight. So Leprechaun starts empowered, so you can cast it automatically right away. Harpy Mage starts with 75% mana, so all you need is an enchant potion. It gets up on second turn, so it's a second turn empower. Trickster, same thing, 75% start. So if you have a potion, it'll get up on second turn. Then you can blow up the board. Bork, you can 50% start with Mech. And then you got like Bog Strider, Marilith, and like Egg Thief. So I just keep thinking of more of them that pushes Egg Thief down, but it's probably top 10 like of that type of troop for sure. It's really good on that Skeleton Key team, and it's really good if you're like trying not to die too, because it'll summon in an egg every time it casts if you lose a troop. So yeah, shout out to the Egg Thief. Alright, so I would do the daily event. And then I would look at the guild event. I can show you like one fight of that. It's a world event. It's all based around the medal, so you always want to collect your rewards like before you do anything. Look, 30 Dragonite from being in a good guild. Orb of Minions, being in a good guild. You should be able to get into a good guild pretty easy these days because your hero level is bloated and inflated. So shout out to Alfhild's Pirate Gang. Go join it now. Go join it now. It's a good guild. Shout out to them. Bats in the Belfry. I'm using pretty much the same team, so it's not going to be like exciting. Axe of Leeching, Crimson Bat, Ghost Queen. I have all these troops right now. I don't know if I equipped the medal. Darn it. Philip is here, Philip Jenner. Finally have my Key, Tan, and Egg Thief, and such a delight for that reason. Alright. Yeah, you can use that for a while. Like, it's good. Like, Rowan is faster. Like, things are faster than it, but if you're just struggling with gold for some reason, like maybe you didn't buy Death Knight armor and you just have the Dragon armor. Maybe you haven't got Mini Mimic yet to get that extra 5%. But, you know, if you do everything properly every day, you should be okay. But to, like, juice that up a little bit, you could do the Skeleton Key team and like on like adventure board and pet rescues and maybe your dungeon and just like daily stuff, and that'll give you like a little bit of extra juice for your gold stack. I don't recommend it for like everything, but it could work. It's just not as fast. If you're like getting frustrated, you're playing the game every day and you're like, man, this takes so long. It's like an hour and a half, 2 hours every day. Well, you know, you could use a faster team and like make that feel a little bit better. If you're cool with your gold stack. It is one of my first 5 teams, so I definitely recommend it. But it's mostly to get into a high-level guild and stay in a high-level guild. It's not really for, like, gold farming. It's kind of just having enough gold to be in a high-level guild type of deal. And I don't think I have my medals on, so this won't be as impressive as usual. Like, the fight should be over. Now they're killing me. At least I don't think I have my medals on. Green and red and blue. Oops. Nope, nope, nope. Right here. There we go. Don't kill me. Thank you. Doesn't matter if you lose a troop in a world event. Doesn't cost you any points or anything. The Doombat wings. And I'm trying to do my thing here. I'm usually like around the middle of the pack. Which is you'll never, like, you just want to not be a sore thumb for real. So, if you don't have a lot of gems, don't spend a lot of gems on the guild events. Just, like, give back, you know, do at least 2, 3 in the shop. You don't have to do 6, 7, 8, 9 in the shop. You know what I mean? You don't have to, like, go super high in the shop if you're low on gems. If you're a guild leader, it's a whole different story, but if you just joined a guild and you're just trying to stay in the guild, that's not a thing that you don't want to, like, blow all your gems, like, on one event. Then you'll just, like, be the next event you'll be in last place because you won't have any gems to spend in the shop. Like, think ahead and make sure you can do, like, a certain performance every week instead of, like, trying to impress people by dropping a ton of gems and now you have 0. It's better to just, like, not be a sore thumb and, like, you know, do a consistent performance every week than it is to be, like, way up here and then way down there and then way up here and then way down there. Because, you know, they'll remember the times you were way up here, but they're also going to remember the times you were way down there. It's almost better to, like, just hide in the middle of the pack, and eventually they'll be like, but dang, you've been in this guild for 3 years, and you're so consistent. So I do that next, the world event. Then we got the holiday event going on. You got to do that every day. If you want the legendary, if you want the pet, you gotta do it. I'm picking lowest level on this account. I'm still using Gargoyle. It's still working. It's starting to fall off, but I'm pretty deep in. Yeah, I didn't have world event medals on. I don't have, like, medals of seasons, so that's, like, making the Gargoyle not as good for me. I have to use, like, Nisha's in a, because he boosts off attack. But that's, like, a weird thing that's new, like, not having seasons so easily. I can show you, like, one fight. It's kind of clunky, and we're deep now. There's only a couple days left, so we're about as deep as it gets. But I can still show you that it's still working if you want. Holiday event. I think I'm going for the legendary right now. I already got the pet. I already got the golden pet. Sayo says, so how important is it to level all your kingdoms to 10? I have them all unlocked and most to 10, but should I be doing this? It depends how much gold you have. You always want to make sure you don't run yourself to 0. But yeah, if you have enough gold and everything, because it costs, like, what? I forget how much it cost to go to 10. It wasn't, like, crazy. It was like 100,000 or something like that. So don't do them all, like, don't run your gold to 0, but you could do, like, one kingdom. Like, you're going to get about 100,000 gold a day from doing City of Thieves 3 times a day. So you could do 1 or 2 kingdoms a week and still be coming out ahead on gold, you know? So don't do them all at once, but, like, do your magic kingdoms first, of course, because magic is king. And then I went with armor next because Rowan early. And then you go with attack, and then you go with life last. But your magic kingdoms are most important, so do those first. And then, you know, just do a couple a week. Don't try to do them all at the same time. And, yeah, you want to eventually get them all to 10, but you do magic first, then armor. And the way you can tell is just click on the kingdom and go to kingdom level, and then it has a little icon to the left there that shows you what kind of kingdom it is, whether it's, like, magic or attack or whatnot. But some of the magic kingdoms are, like, Silverglade, you know, I forget the name of it, Darkstone. Silverglade, Darkstone. I think Blighted Lands is one. Zal'Kari and Karakoth. Those are all your magic kingdoms. I had a brain fart. Alright, let's get our weapon up. These enemies are getting higher stats. That's one thing we're going to learn today, is you can kind of see, like, should I be doing this based on the enemy's stats? Unless you have some sort of instant kill or, like, you have some sort of scalable troop, like, if the enemy stats are, like, double yours, it's going to be tough. And it might not be something you can do. Like, right now, their stats are double mine. I have 42 and 41. They have 80 and 99. So I could lose. But it's just like, I'm a beginner. I'm a new account. Maybe I shouldn't even be this far. I'm just doing what I can do. Once the enemies have double your stats, there's almost, it doesn't matter how good you play, almost. Like, just, maybe it's like saying, hey, you did what you could do. Like, you're done. But I can keep taking Brown and keep getting Barrier. Like, I can try some things here, but it's pretty tough. Big old Brown there. Let's take this. There's a poll running, by the way. Do you think Epic Trials is possible this week for somebody that's under level 1,000, which really means you're level 400, 500? Because that's how the game is these days. Like, my account is really like a level 500 for real. So I should have put that in the poll. Because your traditional level 1,000 should probably be able to get it done. But what about a these days 1,000, where you're really like 500? Stealthy. We're still doing okay here. It's like when the enemy stats are like triple your stats. Like, don't feel bad if you can't get something done. The enemy stats are like triple. Just isn't meant to be. If it's that crazy. You just have to go get more stats, and some of the stats that you have to get are slow. Like, it takes a while to get them. There's not much you can do to rush some of them. But we're still okay here. Gargoyle is strong. And we win. And that barrier kind of kept us alive. Got our vines. And that's what I'm using. And I will finish it up later. I'm almost have enough for the legendary, so I'll definitely hit that legendary. I'm not caring about the armor or the power orb because this is my last week. So I'm just getting the legendary and the pet. So that's what I would do next, the class event. Or the holiday event. So that's the order of everything. Now let's get on to the thing that we're supposed to be doing today and talking about today, and it is Epic Trials. So I'm going to end the poll because I'm about to reveal whether you whether you think I can do it or not type of deal. So I'm going to end the poll. If you want to vote, go vote. I'll give you like 15 seconds or something to vote. Philip says, LOL, I just used the key team for my casual content, stuff that I need speed for. I still wrote, yeah, there you go. So that's what I'm talking about. Dez says, hey, Cindy, in the centers, I'm back and my kids for 3 weeks. Sorry, not been about. All good, dude. Glad to see you. Good to see you. Welcome back. We had a seat for you. It said Dez on it. Nobody sat in it. Don't worry. Nobody farted in it. Nobody poopied their pants in it. Nobody sat in it backwards and put their hat on backwards with sunglasses. Like, you're fine. We had your seat warm. We kept it warm, though, for you. Like, we would keep it warm. Yeah, good to see you, man. Missed you, too. Alright, let's end it. Oops, I'm clicking on my pinned comment, which, by the way, is we got the Apple Juice stream this Saturday. So I'll be slurring my words more than usual. End poll. Alright, so most of y'all think I can do it, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So every week, you have Epic Trials. So whatever kingdom week it is, you're going to have Epic Trials for that kingdom. So this week is Golvania. You can tell by this little, like, blue star thing. That means there's Epic Trials there this week. Epic Trials are mostly a high-level thing for high-level players to get another pet for the kingdom. And a lot of the times, a high-level player could just run like an auto battle and get at least one copy of that pet. Most high-level players, like my main account, can get like fully ascended, all the way done without much trouble. Like when they first put them in the game, some of them were really, really hard, but I still got them done. Now they've kind of like toned it down a little bit. They made different teams, they've made adjustments, and it's not as hard, but it's still like not for everybody. It's not for like some things aren't for everyone. Like Explore 12 isn't for like a level 200 beginner, you know? Epic Trials, like the final fight, is not for even like early mid game. It's more like an end game thing. Like Pure Faction 500, you're not gonna do that right now. Like on this account, you're gonna be doing that later. There has to be things for the end game, or they're gonna stop playing. So you can't always do everything all the time. As a beginner, as a mid-game player, you kind of have to realize, like, the path of least resistance, like, oh, I'm not supposed to be doing this yet, my stats aren't high enough yet, I'll do that later. That's something to do later. That's a mentality that you're not an achievement hunter, you're not trying to rush through the game. you'll be okay. You can do that later. It's fine. But in saying that, yeah, I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble. My stats aren't high enough or something. I only got to 10 here, so I'm really close. But I can't even beat Trial of Golvania 10. My stats are just not high enough. So something that I realized that now I can say on my main account is, yeah, that's like a... I've always been saying it's an in-game type of deal, but sometimes I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm like, oh, just do an auto battle. You can get it done, yeah. But it depends. Depends how long you've been playing the game. It depends how much stats you got. Are you really an end game player, or is your level just bloated? Are you really like a mid-game player, or are you really a beginner, like with a bloated level? Like, it depends. It's more like based on like how many mythics do you have. Like 75% of the mythics, then maybe you're heading into the end game. Do you have Stellaryx and Diamantina? Maybe you're heading into the end. Do you have Zul'Goth, CT? Like, those are the things that will tell you if you're in the end game or not. Not like your hero level. So I've never like based it off hero level anyway. When I say end game, I mean you have most of the mythics. You have Stellaryx, you have Diamantina, you have Zul'Goth, you have CT. You're in a high level guild. You're doing everything all the time. That's an end game player. You have all the classes. You know, most of them leveled to 100, and you have most of your delves to 500. Like, that's end game. Mid game is you're working on all those things, and maybe you have some of those things. Maybe you have 75% of the mythics, and you have half of the pure factions to 500, and you have like Zul'Goth but not CT, and you have like Stellaryx but not Diamantina. That would be a mid game player. A beginner, an early game player, doesn't have Stellaryx, doesn't have Diamantina, has like 10 or less mythics, or like 50% or less mythics. You're still a beginner if that's the case. If you have like 50% or less of the mythics, you're still a beginner. If you have any quests to do still, you're still a beginner. If you're not in a high level guild, you're still a beginner. If you don't have Zul'Goth, you're still a beginner. If you don't have CT, like if you don't have at least one of those two, like you're still a beginner. Like that's what it should be based on, not like hero level. So yeah, I'm having trouble because my stats, like, only thing I could do maybe is, like, do some more kingdom powers and get some more stats. But I was having trouble with it. So maybe, let's go show you. I'll show you. And then, you can watch me die. Cindy Cool can't do something? What the heck? Let's go check it out. I've been moving the troops around and everything. I've been trying everything. I've been trying to cast Dark Priestess onto Flesh Golem. I've been trying to use Flesh Horror to knock their armor off, to strip their armor. I had Van Kane in first slot so he could do double skull damage, and just things weren't happening. They would just wipe me out so quick. I couldn't even like think. I didn't have time to do any strategy. So let's go check it out. You're gonna see me lose. I'm almost like 99% sure. Dez, I haven't moved yet, but I have put a security deposit on a new place, and we are moving in like a month. So I gave my notice where I'm living. I put in my notice. I gave my security deposit. And we have a place secured. So I am moving in like a month. It's a little bit over a month, actually. It's like October 1st. That's when I'm moving. For real. Like, I'm out of this place 100%. Alright, so, like, this is tough. Look at their stats, dude. Look at this. That's nuts. Look at it. Would you look at it? They got way more than me. They got like 6 times or something. 4 times. I got 112. I got like 120. They have 440 almost. They have 438. So they have they have triple, almost quadruple my stats. So once you start seeing that, there's almost no overcoming it, especially if they're forcing you to use certain troops. Like if I could use good troops, if I could use Gobtruffle, I could win. If I could use like some sort of devour mechanic, I could win. If I could use an instant kill mechanic, I could win. Looping, I could win. Mang, I could probably win. If I could use my hero, I might be able to win. But they're forcing me to use these troops, which none of them really have like a... The only thing is like I could eliminate all their armor, and that takes away half of their stats. But they still got their huge attack, their huge magic. I can't do much about that. I don't even have this guy fully traded. I mean, I could waste an orb or something. I got his first trait, which is the one that matters the most. Like, none of these really matter, right? This one mattered, so I think I got him, but now he's not even in first slot. You know, level 18. Like, even if I had them on 20, their stats wouldn't go up very much. They just go up a little bit, like single digits. So, even if they were all on 20, all fully traded, the enemy team has almost quadruple my stats. Like, how am I supposed to, with 36 attack, you know how many times that's going to take? That's like 10 shots. I got to hit them 10 times with skulls. You know, just look at that part. Even I could cast this on Flesh Golem and boost his attack up, right? So I'd get like something like 30 attack here. And even if I did that like 3 times or something, I still have to hit them 4 times with skulls each. That's like 16 skull shots. And that would be me boosting. I would have to take time to boost him up first. And while I'm doing that, they're killing me. They're killing me. They probably kill this guy at least. Maybe I get a shot or 2 off with him. Maybe he gets a shot off. You know, maybe I kill one of them. And then by the time I kill 1, or maybe 2, they're killing me. Like, I can't really target the Crimson Bat. It's going to shoot. Even if I take all of its mana, there's like nothing I can do here. It's like crazy. So, I'm just going to have to adjust my advice as far as Epic Trials go, like, and really be specific about who should be doing it. Like, a beginner, you probably shouldn't worry about it. Just go as far as you can in the trials and, like, be prepared for the next time that kingdom comes around or something like that. Mid-game, you know, you have more of a chance. I'm not a mid-game player. I'm a beginner here. So mid-game, you have more of a chance. I'm the lowest on the totem pole. I'm a beginner. So beginners, you know, if you can't do Epic Trials, that's fine. You're a beginner. This is a beginner account, a new account. We're not mid-game. We're not end-game. If you're an end-game player, that's when you should be getting it done. If you have Zul'Goth, you have CT, you have Stellaryx, you have Diamantina, you have stuff on 500 in the Underworld and stuff like that. If you're a mid-game player, you probably should be able to get this done. Like, if I played this account for another, like, twice as long as I've played it so far, and I'm mid-game now, I should be able to get this done too. But as a beginner, look at my stats. It's nuts. Like, they're 3-4 times stronger than me here. So no matter what I do, I could have the best strategy in the world. And it's just like some kingdoms are easier than others too. Like, if you have, like, the Captain McCall one where he does lethal damage on his second shot, like, you could make that work because you're going to instant kill things. It doesn't matter how much stats they have. If something has a Devourer on the team, like, it's this kingdom. Like, a beginner could get some of them done on certain of, like, the easier ones. Like, the easier Epic Trials you could get done. So don't think you, like, don't skip them. Like, try them. See how far you can get. Type of stuff. But when you start seeing the enemy having quadruple your stats and there's no way to, like, instant kill or loop or anything like that, there's no, like, strategy to, you know, make it so the enemy doesn't get a turn or you get an instant kill. Like, some of the kingdoms are just not going to be possible for beginners. But that doesn't mean don't try. Don't try. Because some of them are possible. It depends on what troops they give you, whether it's possible or not. Because sometimes they actually do give you, like, some way to loop. Sometimes they do give you, like, a way to instant kill. Sometimes they give you a summon. This team has none of that. 0 summoning, 0 looping, and 0 instant kills. And that's usually what you need if you're going to, like, do something super hard as a beginner. You need something like that. We have a barrier, but every time it takes away life. It's like a barrier with a, and it puts backfiring skulls on the board. So it's not even really an advantage to that barrier. If that was a barrier without conditions, then maybe I would have a chance because I could apply a barrier, reapply it, reapply it, reapply it, never get hit. But it's a barrier with conditions. Like, it's stealing your life. It's putting backfiring skulls on the board. So if I cast Dark Priestess on Flesh Golem and the skulls miss, then Flesh Horror is going to die because he doesn't have barrier. He can't give himself back life. Flesh Golem can give himself back life. Like, you can cast the Dark Priestess on the Flesh Golem and then cast Flesh Golem and you just, like... But the skulls could... If they don't match up, they don't line up, then your first slot's dead. Even if you make Flesh Golem your first slot, they're going to knock your barrier off. and then they're gonna hit you with like Crimson Bat or something. They're gonna kill your other. They're gonna kill Dark Priestess or something, and then you can't even do it anymore. So it's like almost it's super hard. Like I'll try here, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose. Like I'd love to get this guy up and strip their armor, and then yeah, I would like to cast this on that and like get his attack up pretty high before this dies. Like that's the only thing you can do. And then like silence. It's kind of RNG. Like if you get really good RNG, you could do some. You might be able to make it another fight or two. If you get really good RNG, like your skulls line up, you know, you get this guy up quick and you eliminate their armor quick. You know, you get some good Flesh Golem casts where you can do some board control and get extra turns and stuff like that. Your Van Kane actually silences. It's a 50% chance. So if it actually silences when you want it to, like, if everything goes perfectly, I'm sure I can make it through this fight. But, you know, everything has to go super perfect. So I don't know if it's going to happen. But stalling long enough here. Let's go. Blue, purple is what we want. We need to strip that armor. If we don't have blue or purple, I guess red is fine. You really got to play like arena here. Like you got to look at every option because it's super hard. We could do brown and hope for purple up top, I guess. Got it. All right, they took red. We got green here. We got red here. Whoops. We got brown there. We got brown here. We could get brown, maybe blue up top. Ooh, nice. Okay. Just got to give yourself the best chance. That's what I'm doing. We got brown. We could get green, hope for brown up top. We got blue here. We got purple. That's kind of what we're looking for. Brown. Do we want to keep going down this route where we like hope for stuff? I don't need green and brown that bad, so I'm gonna go with blue. Okay, let's take the purple now. Ooh, the purple gives us skulls. Let's do that, I guess. But we're just gonna strip his armor anyway. I mean, we could strip this guy's armor, but if you don't strip the first slot's armor, then you don't hit everything. So if we strip this thing's armor, and then we shoot Van Kane at it or something, it's still gonna take a while because he's 35 damage. You know, this thing has 248. That would take so many shots. I've got a green extra turn. Board shuffled because there was no moves. We could take the skulls, I guess. We got this yellow. Green into skulls. Green up, purple. We got an extra turn here. Ooh, free skulls. Nice. We got skull. We gotta take. You just have to take skulls because if they take them, you're gonna get blasted with 114 damage, which is almost a one-shot. Is that a one-shot? That's almost. It's so close. Their skull damage is almost a one-shot. Just to add on to top of everything else I've said. How crazy it is. Their skull damage is a one-shot. So if you miss with this one time, bang, bang, dead, dead. If they get one skull match, I'm almost dead. Let's see. Okay, we gotta strip some armor. I hate that he only has 99 now. Like, I'd love to cast it on this guy. Maybe I should. That'd be the biggest benefit. Cast it on this guy, like strip his 203 armor, and then I can hit the rest of them. Is anybody about to cast? Because I got my Van Kane here. Probably gonna have to wait. Let's do this. On this. Could Van Kane him so he can't cast. Could cast this on this and hope for skulls, but look how many there are, dude. That's definitely gonna backfire. 8 skulls. When there's only 6 on 6, there's only 8 on the board. You kind of want it to add up to at least 20. So I might wait on that. I mean, I could build his attack, but it's gonna kill this guy. I get to build his attack one time, and it only goes up to like 50. Like, I should probably not do that yet. We'll take red. Okay, we could take brown. Maybe get more brown, but we don't need brown. We could take red. And that's about it. So I guess we take red. Mana surge. Alright, we got Flesh Golem. We could, okay, we got this purple. I'm really concentrating right now, so sorry about the chat, probably. I almost want to take skulls out of there with the Flesh Golem so they don't hit me with skulls instead of like putting them on the board. Just not enough yet. What do I do here? Could Van Kane and hope for a silence. We could Flesh Golem and gain some life. Or we could cast this on this and get a barrier, some attack, and put some skulls on the board. But I feel like it's going to backfire if I do that. I think I'm going to Flesh Golem and just, like, take out all this crap. You can, like, we can get red. So I could take out Flesh... it might not work, because... it might work. So if I take out this right here, this red will fall on this red, and I'll get a red match. Let's go here. Cool. Everybody's up now. So we're going to cast this again. Maybe strip her armor. It just sucks it only hits 2 people. Maybe I should hit him 1 time. Now that I've already hit the flaming skeleton, I think I'm going to do it. Let's do it. Before this dude dies. And see how they still have so much? It's crazy. Right, we could take this or this. Take this. I think we have a better chance at an extra turn. So go down. Let's take purple. And get the skulls. Uh-oh, here they come. Here they come. Alright. I survived. Got the Van Kane. We could cast it on this, or should I save it? Can you be silenced? Looks like it. I'll get to the questions in the chat in a second. So, if I... what was I going to do? Okay, we got Van Kane. We could do this. This thing does 58, of course. So if he hits this guy, he's going to kill it. Unless he gets his other... unless he gets his drain. I was going to do something. I mean, there's a decent amount of skulls now. There's 10. It's still only 18 total, though. Flesh Golem. We make anything happen with him. I don't see anything. There's a way to make skulls happen? No. Could just take out a bunch of skulls, but... I guess we Van Kane the Wraith. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I got it. So now I can't cast. Brown extra turn. Man, I think we have to risk this eventually. Yeah, now's a good time, because if I take this, they'll take this. And if I don't take that, they'll take this, and then they're going to kill my Flesh Golem if I don't do it now. So either way, he's dead. So now's a good time to do this. Or I could take out all the skulls with the Flesh Golem. Let's make sure there's no Flesh Golem extra turn. I don't see any. So I guess I have to... I'm going to do this on this and just pray. See? No extra turn. Ooh. That hurts. Guess we got to take the skulls. Get a kill. Get a kill. Better buff up our Flesh Golem. Let's take this first. Is there anywhere to do the Flesh Golem to get an extra turn? I'm thinking about exploding the row, you know? I don't see anything, so I'm just going to take out all these skulls, I think. Okay, we got an extra turn. That's nice. We got a blue, but he's frozen. So that's not gonna... we could do blue and purple. So this is one of those cases where you don't take the extra turn because you're frozen. So instead you take, like, the 3 match to hope for a mana surge. Which we're hoping that he just fills up and then, you know, the rest of the mana goes to somebody else. Oh, there goes Van Kane. But hey, that was probably the best thing to die. I'd rather have him die than something else. Of course they're burning me. Okay, we can do this guy again. So we're going to go on here, right here. Before he dies. Oh, there he goes. See what I mean? Like, I played perfectly. I don't think I could have done anything differently. And now I'm about to die. If I cast this, he's going to have barely any HP left. Of course they get skulls. Oh, they didn't get them. Okay. Maybe we can kill one more thing, like hope for 2 kills? If we do this, there's not enough. There's 7 skulls, that'd be 15. There's no way. But we have nothing else to do. I guess we can gain life. Let's go ahead and let's see. Is there any place to maybe get an extra turn or something? I don't see anything. Could take out this one and hope some blue falls. Nice. Okay, we're gonna get another kill. But it's just not gonna... They're still gonna kill me. Okay, 2 down. Okay, I got 94 now. There's just not enough skulls up there. No way. It's gonna backfire. I'm gonna gain life again, I guess. See if there's a spot to, could go right here and get yellow, but we don't use yellow. Could try the blue thing again. We don't use blue, though, either. Huh. I think we just gotta take out skulls again. Oops! I did the wrong move! Maybe cast it on herself? I guess I gotta do it. Oh well, it's gonna backfire. Okay, at least he had a barrier on, I guess. Oh, got a kill. Alright, we're down to 1. It's gonna be close. Playing perfectly, I feel. Let's take it out. Oh, of course they got skulls. You suck! Butthole. There's no... Look at this. 28 HP. The only thing she can do is attack. Like, skulls. She has 28. You know how many hits that's gonna take? That's crazy. That's like 15 skull hits. There's no way. And he's like 13 out of 15. I did the best I could here. He's about to cast. I'm about to die. It's 59, of course. Exactly. So, there's nothing I can do. I'm dead. All you can do is, like, look for an extra turn and hope you get it. Which, I don't see anything. It's even remotely possible. So, I think we're dead. You see what I mean? It is what it is. So, I'll have to talk about that when I talk about Epic Trials. And, if you're a beginner, it's just not for you. You might be able to get all the... Like, on certain kingdoms. Like I was saying. Devour mechanics, death, any type of instant kill or summon or like super boosting up, or we just had none of that. The Galvania team is not a good one. It's not a good example for a beginner to be able to do an epic trial. So, you know, on my main account I didn't have much trouble, but on this one I'm having all kinds of trouble. So, it's all... This mic is making me mad. Can y'all hear me? Mic check. If you see an enemy with quadruple your stats and they will kill you in 1 skull hit, don't feel bad if you can't do the thing. Especially if you can't even choose your troops and they give you 4 stinky troops. Like, don't feel bad. That's not how arena is. You're never going to have an arena fight where the enemy is 4 times stronger than you. You know? And you actually get to kind of choose an arena. In Epic Trials, they give you 4 troops. Sometimes they're stinky, and sometimes your stats are just way too low. It just is what it is. But it's a high-level thing to do. So we answered that question today. Can you do Epic Trials as a beginner? It depends. And, like, don't feel bad if you can't. Let's see. Red and brown. I could go, like, try to up my kingdom levels, but I just feel like even if I do that, like, as much as possible, like, my kingdom power, I'll probably get, like, 5 stats or something, and that's not going to really make a difference. Even if they all went into one thing, like 5 attack or 5 magic or whatever, like, it wouldn't even work. So, even if I went and did my kingdom powers right now, we couldn't get enough stats. But that's as far as I can make it Galvania as a beginner. Pretty much like a level 500-ish beginner, but hero levels are inflated these days, so I'm almost 1,000. The other thing we're going to do is Underspire on Sunday. We're going to see that, which is much easier, by the way. You should be doing Underspire for sure. At least your free torches. Because it starts easy and it gets harder. So you should, just like the trials do, like the first fights in the trials are easy too. But like Epic Trials, the Starry Pit might not be for you. But Underspire, you can get to like second boss, fourth boss. You should definitely do that. All right, what have y'all been saying? Sorry about that. I was really concentrating. So everybody that picked no is the winner. Sana says, please Rambo that like button. Yes, please. Mark says I put Van Kane on top due to his skull damage. Took me 10 tries to beat it. Yeah, that's what I did on my main account, too. Round here, we call that a sinny sin sin. Yeah. Round here, on something and something, we call that a swinny sin sin. Des says, what does garlic do when it gets hot? Takes all its clothes off. Thanks, Des. Me too. I'm kind of stressed out about it because it's like, it's a weird amount of time. Like it was 60 days, so it's not like we're gonna pack all of our stuff up when we have 2 months left, and then we won't like. What are we gonna sit around on boxes and stuff for 2 whole months? So I'm trying not to procrastinate, but I'm also trying not to super stress out. I'm not trying not to run around like a chicken with my head cut off, and like trying to like get stuff out of here that we're not gonna take or whatever, you know. But we can't just like put everything in boxes and put everything in a U-Haul and just sit here for 2 months with nothing. So kind of just in a waiting pattern at the moment. We still have over a month. So how early do you start really like packing stuff up? We could pack certain things up, yeah. But you know, as soon as we do that, we're going to need whatever it is. So it's kind of annoying, kind of stressful. It's kind of a weird amount of time. Like this place made us give a 60-day notice, which seems pretty long to me. But it's weird. But I'm glad to be moving. Flesh Horror takes away armor? Yeah, but by the time you get it up 4 times or something, like, you're dead already. Like, there's no way to, like, strip the whole... Even if you strip the whole entire enemy team's armor, they still have 4 times your life, and your attack... My attack was only, like, 20-something or 30-something. It would have took me, like, 7 skull hits to take out their HP. Like, nothing was hitting hard enough to make any strategy work. There was no instant kill, there's no looping, there's no summoning, there's no super stat boost without, like, a condition that was backfiring on me. So, it just is what it is. The beginners probably shouldn't worry about Epic Trials on Galvania. Good morning, Classic. Mark says, beat it by silencing Crimson Bat. Crimson Bat wasn't even really my problem, you saw. It was just everything else. The skull hits doing almost my entire durability is like one of the problems. So you can't silence their skull hits. Yoke is here. No. Essence of Evil is good, OG. Yep. Especially until you get the Wand of Stars, and even after you get the Wand of Stars, I still like Essence of Evil because it's one color, and sometimes it's better because it's just one color. And your Wand of Stars is going to suck up all the mana from all the colors. And you could, like, start getting other things up first while you're getting up your Essence of Evil. And then, like, cast that Essence of Evil on last slot. You could do the Terror mechanic, instant kill. So it's good. It has its places still. Essence of Evil is great. I like it. OG says 2 Bs and Druid Bear with Essence is doing great for me. I don't know about the Druid Bear, but I like the other part. 2 Bs and Essence. I would try like a Leprechaun or something instead of the Bear, because it's guaranteed automatic mana generation at the start of the fight. So I would do like Essence of Evil, Queen Beatrix, Leprechaun, or some 50% start if it's possible. I'm trying to think. Mystic. What is Queen Beatrix? Like you might be able to 50% starter or. But yeah, just to tweak your team a little bit, I'd say Leprechaun's probably slightly better than the Bear, because the Bear, you're like, you have to get it up, and then you cast it, and it only does a certain amount of gem spawn, and sometimes it doesn't hit. The Leprechaun will give you mana every single fight, no matter what, at the start of the fight. Every single time. So, I always go with Leprechaun for my other mana generator when I do like a double Queen Beatrix. Mark says, hit the bottom troop with it, and it'll run away with terror. Yep. The Essence of Evil. Sayo says, sorry for all the questions, but can you give me a quick breakdown on what is giving me my stats? I know the kingdoms are, but what else is and how do I improve them? Where do we see that? I always forget where you see that. I think it's right here. No. There's like a place to look at your stats. I can tell you without even looking, but right here. So, like your base skill, that's your hero level. So every time you level up, you'll sometimes you'll get a stat. Like it's not every single level. But like at first it's almost like every 5 levels or something. Then it like gets further and further apart as you level. Like right now on my main account, I don't get another stat until like level 3,000 or 2,000. So eventually it's like 1,000, then 2,000, then 3,000. But the lower you are, the more stats you'll get faster. So if you're level 5, level 10, level 15, level 20, something like that, early game. And then like in the hundreds, it's like 100, and then 110, 120, 130, something like that, you know. So every time you level, you might get a stat depending on there's like it's there's like a chart out there you can look at and it'll tell you when you get stats at what level. But that's what your base skill is basically, is your hero level. Kingdom is for like kingdom level and power. So I'm getting 9 attack for my kingdom levels and power. So I have attack kingdoms on level 10, or I have attack kingdoms on power 5. Like there's another, same with the levels. Like you get a stat at 1,000, you get a stat at 2,000, you get a stat at 3,000. Well, at certain kingdom levels and powers, you get a stat too. So at kingdom level 10, you get a stat. At kingdom power 5, you get a stat. At kingdom level 15, you get a stat. At kingdom power 10, you get a stat, you know? So that's another place to get stats, your kingdom level and power. And then your guild will give you stats. Your guild. So like when they get their tasks done, their base tasks. So I'm getting like 3 attack, 4 magic, 8 armor, and 8 life from the guild. And then renown you can get stats. That's one of the last things you'll do, one of the last stats. So the first stats you'll get are like your base skill and then like your guild bonus. Your second stat you'll get, or your next stat will be your, like for kingdom bonuses, and then your last one will be renown. So that's why you see I have 0. Well, I have 1. I have 1 renown, I guess, stat. But that's underworld. That's doing your, you know, going to horde level 100 gives you renown. Going, just your level gives you renown. What level you're on in the faction gives you renown. And then, you know, pure faction gives you renown, and then deathless gives you renown down there. You can look at these things other places too. Like if I wanted to look at my guild bonuses, I think you could just go to guild, go here, tasks. It shows it right here. 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, 4. So everybody in the guild is getting that. Then you can look at your renown, like in the underworld. Go down here. Just click on a faction, and you go to faction info. And you can see like what this faction is at, 590. So my horde level is maxed out. And then the other things are best elf defeated, best elf with no casualties. I could probably show you a better one because that's my farming one. Like I did Dark Court, I think. So Dark Court has more. So my horde level, my best elf defeated, my best elf with no casualties. And this is pure faction. That's the last one you'll do. But you can get quite a bit just by putting your treasure horde levels at 100, and that's max. You don't have to like stay at 100. You can go above it to get more stats, but like for max points, you need 100 horde level on every faction. Then here's your total. So you see I got +1 life because I have 4,000 total renown. So that's like every faction added up. So I have like 710 here. I had 500 something in City of Thieves, and it's all of them added up. And that's where you get your stats from. So I got a life for having 4,000 renown. You could go around to every faction, do your horde level to 100. There's 38 kingdoms, so that's like 1900. What is it? Is that right? 500. 500. Is that 19,000? 19,000? Something like that. Because 2 would be 1,000, and you cut it in half. So yeah, 19,000. You can get 19,000 renown just from doing your horde level in every faction. So you could get all the way down here. Like I can't even show it. So you don't even have to do any fights for real. You just do your farming, and then you level up all your horde levels, and you can get 19,000 renown, whatever you get for that. So I got another stat down here I would have, and then I don't know how often it is. Is it every 4,000 or something? So I would get at least another couple stats just doing that. But that's where all your stats come from, basically. And then of course, like your troops have their own stats. So they have to be leveled to 20. You know, your hero has their own stats. Like if we're going to use Death Knight, you want to level it to 20 because that'll give you stats. Like let's do one I don't have. Like let's do Elementalist. So right now we have 0 stats. If I equip Elementalist, it's giving me no stats. So I'm only getting my base stats, my guild stats, my renown, like my underworld stats, and whatever the other one was. But if I click this and I go here and I do this, now I'm getting more, you know? It'll add these on top of it for using this class. So make sure you have your class on 20 if you're using it. Same with troops, you know, like they're getting all those other stats that you're getting that we just showed. But they also need to be leveled to 20 to get more stats. Like right now, I guess it has this. Or wait, no, it doesn't. You go down to... Right now, it only has 3 attack, 1 magic, and 10 life. So we're going to, like, level it to 20, or 18 or whatever, and it'll give it more stats. That's another way to get stats. You just got to level your troops and your hero class. I think even weapons will give you stats, too. When you use a weapon with your hero. We find one I haven't leveled yet. Like right here, look. 1 attack, 4 life, 2 attack. If you have a weapon fully tempered, it'll give you stats too. Right here. I think that's almost all the places you can get stats. So just make sure you have your class leveled, make sure you have your weapon tempered, make sure you have your troops leveled, and then be in a good guild that gets their tasks done. Be doing your underworld. Do your kingdom level and power. And then you'll have more stats. And just your hero level, which you can't, it's not going to give you a ton of stats, but it's part of it. So hopefully that answered that question. I do have a video on it if you want more information, though. Yeah, I have one on stats for sure. Mark Gomez is here. Hi, everyone. When I upgrade troops and kingdoms, you can skip resource by barely having for the last upgrade. Is it intentional or a game mistake? When I upgrade troops and kingdoms, you can skip resource by barely having for the last upgrade. Not sure what you mean. Upgrade troops. So when I go to upgrade a troop, like show me, what are you talking about? I would have to find one where I don't have enough or something? I don't know, you might have to explain it more. Are you talking about traits or level or ascension or what? You can save 1 billion resource by skipping. I don't know what you're talking about. Goody says, how far along a new account can you complete a pet rescue all the way through? I can do a pet rescue all the way through like right now. I could do that probably a few weeks ago. You can just use Rowan or Gobtruffle or Queen Beatrix or something like that. Or Skeleton Key team. Queen Bee is Mystic Wildfolk, yeah. So explain what you're talking about there, Mark, because I'm very interested in what you're saying. Mark Gomez. I'm not sure what you're talking about. When I upgrade troops and kingdoms, you can skip resource by barely having for the last upgrade. Not sure what you mean. Not sure what you mean. Maybe I'll do... I mean, it would have to be like a mythic where I would barely have enough for the last upgrade or something. Like I can just click on this. It says not enough trait stones to unlock Sunflare trait. That's a mythic, so I can't ascend it, of course. Traits and kingdoms, you were doing good. Traits and kingdoms. Kingdoms. So kingdom power or kingdom level? Let's do the kingdoms, because I need to do kingdoms. Just walk me through it, Mark. I'm going to do a kingdom power. I'm going to do Whitehelm. Power. What do I need to do here? Unlock 3 traits on 4 Whitehelm troops. So I can do 3 of them, and then it'll let me go to the next one? Because I haven't seen that yet. So I'd be like, I would fully trait something like this, because it's easy. I got the trait stone. Is it going to let me trait something that I don't have the trait stones for? Sounds like a bug that, like here I don't have it. Can I just click on it? Nope. If I get the first 2, will it let me do the third one or something? I've never heard of that before, and if that's a thing, they're gonna fix it, because that's people, like, not doing the work to get the thing. Kingdom level. Okay. It's like the gold or the deed? You know this is like a total, right? Oh, yeah. It's not like added up, you know that? Like, if I click this, it's only 230,000. It's not like whatever that would be. It's not 510,000, it's just 230. That's how it's always been. Like I wouldn't do any of these because I don't want to waste deeds. I don't want to waste deeds. I want to do Magic Kingdoms first, so I'm not going to waste my deeds. Or because I would like save all my yellows until I had enough to go to 15, basically. Like a Magic Kingdom I would do if I had enough. I still need ooh, I only need 2 more to get to 15. I might go do that. Let's see if I can. I probably need. Hold on a sec. Do I need just 30? I only need 2 more. Maybe I should go do that. That'll give me some more stats. 2 more pages. Ooh, I can get them. Okay, now I have enough. Man, I should already did this. I'm guessing you were thinking they were adding them up, but it's just like the total. So it looks like you're saving gold, but you're not. Alright, so I can do this one, so I'm going to do it. Yeah, it's only 570,000. It's not like all added up. So it's only going to take away 570,000 from me. So that's one reason maybe I wouldn't do... Like, Magic I'm going to do for sure. But, like, I got to keep an eye on my gold and not just do it because I can type of stuff. But, like, Magic Kingdom's really good. So it's only going to take 570,000 from me. It's not going to take, like, another 600,000. 730,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to cost me $1 million and 1.2. I think the stones are the same thing. Like it's not adding them up, it's a total. I think that's what you're thinking. I think you're saving stones, but it's a total, not a addition. So like here, I only need 21. I don't need 30. Or whatever. I only need 21 total, not 30. Because this is like total. I could click this right now. If I had 21, I could click it and it would work. I don't need 31. You don't have to like do them one by one. If you have all of them, you can just do it. I think that's what you're thinking. With troops, you need to find one with not enough stones of the middle type of stones. And what, you just click on the third one and it works? I don't have enough middles here. Doesn't let me do it. Doesn't let me do it. That's not working for me. I'm just guessing what you're thinking, and you know, this is the total. You don't have to like, if I click on this, like that's gonna, I think that goes down or something, right? Pretty sure. Oh, we could try one. Maybe I'm wrong. Divinish Bala. Already do her. Is it Immortals? What's one I need to do? Is Titanus any good? Nah, I think he's one of the worst ones. Traits. I'm gonna find something I need to trait. What time is it? Ugh. Time goes so fast. King Averlorn. Okay, I have enough for this, but I also have enough for this. So if I do say, okay, so let's do this. Oh, wait, do I not have enough? Oh, I don't have enough of the first one? That's weird. Whoops. I just accidentally used trait stones I shouldn't have used. We need him. Does he traded? Still don't have enough. But, like, we could show here, like, this is going to go down, right? So it's only going to say 6, I think. So if I click this, all right, it says 16. Now it says 6. You see that? It went down. Because you only need a total amount. It's not adding them up. Yeah, it's just the total on the end. That's why it's just faster. That way if you have them all, you can just do it. Like on a common... I should probably be doing a kingdom I need to do, but... Like here, this is only going to cost me... Well, it's only 1, so... But we could, like, look at these, like... 42 of the minor. Instead of, you know... whatever that would be, 76. So this is 34, 76. So you could go look at your trait stones. I'll show you right now. We look at how many we have. Trait stones, purple. We have 106. We have 106 minor magic trait stones. 106 minor magic trait stones. 106. So it's only going to take away 42. Oh, it says 106. I'm stupid. It's only going to take away 42. So we should have 60. If it's working the way I think it works, then we should only have 64 left when I'm done. Not like 30. Like if they were additive, we would only have 30. If it's just this final total, then we should have 62 or 64. So let's see if it says 64. Then it works the way I think it does. You know, it's not going to show me, but I can go out or find another all purple. 64. So, yeah, sorry, but hey, either way you win because it's less than you thought it was. So that's cool. Yeah, it's just a total. It's not additive. I can't believe I could do a freaking Magic Kingdom, though. To 15. I'm about to do that. So this is only going to cost me 570,000. Watch. So this is another way to show you. So I'll still have 3,700,000. Or 3,600,000 something. No, it's like total, not additive. Wonder if I could do another Magic Kingdom. That'd be crazy. I got 0 deeds now, so I'd have to go get 30 of them. I don't know if that's possible. Nah, I only got 12. But hey, I did 1 Magic Kingdom to 15. You would do that if you could. As long as you have the gold. So that was cool. We got to show that. Nah, as far as the Immortals go, I think the only... Like, Ossifer's definitely the best. I've heard Titanus is... I've used Titanus and he wasn't that impressive. I don't know what the... Like, Glacia's okay. That seems kind of weak. That seems kind of weak. At least that does... I don't know, it's still kind of low, but my stats are low too. It's definitely like... I know Lucifa's not that good. Titanus wasn't that good. Because it's true scatter damage, so that goes way down per enemy. Ossifer's definitely the best. This guy only hits 1 enemy, so he kind of sucks. True heavy splash damage might be okay. Terra. So it's like Ossifer, maybe Terra, maybe Glacia. I don't know. I'm going to be getting all the Immortals on my main account soon, because I'm going to be done with this new account. Alright, so I think that's all I wanted to show in this one. Unless you got, like, we got one more on Sunday. We're going to do the Underspire. I should probably make some progress in there, but I guess we can do a couple fights here. Let's kill the dragon. I was on the first boss. I'm going to use the lantern here, but, you know, you might want to if you're only doing the first 2 dragons, but if you're going to go to, like, the 6th dragon you want to save, if you want to go to the 4th, you're going to save it for that. Depends how far you're going to go. So I'm going to use it because I just have lanterns out the butt because I've been collecting them. We're going to double our loot here. Here's the Underspire. It's just the World Event team, the Class Event team, the Underspire team. They're all the same for at least this account. Let's get some green or brown or blue or red. Well, that was a good question. I like the Mark. I love that because I don't know what people are thinking, and I love to explain it. So now other people could have been thinking the same thing as you, and now they know. So I love when people bring stuff up like that. And then I can like work through it, figure out what you're thinking, and then other people now know. So I love when people do that. Like, you're helping more people than you even know. So like, don't feel any type of way. Like, that was awesome. That was super helpful. Like, people that are here every day, they probably already know that stuff, but people that are like lurking and watching after the fact, they might have the same thoughts as you, and they don't know. Until you tell them, how are you supposed to know? Like, how are you supposed to know that the pet on your shoulder doesn't matter? The game doesn't tell you that anywhere. Yeah? How are you supposed to know that it's a total instead of additive? Until you actually do it, you wouldn't know. So, I love it. Like, people used to think their Guild Wars defend teams were getting points based on their performance. They used to think that, but that was not true. You get a certain amount of points based on just having different troops, like 24 different troops set on your defend team. You get a static, the same amount of points no matter what, depending on how many different troops you set. How many non-duplicates. Didn't matter what your team did. Like, of course it helps if your team wins, but that's all that matters, is like preventing the enemy Guild Wars team from winning is all that matters. If your Guild Wars defend team does amazing and kills them in 2 shots, it's still going to get the same amount of points as if it lost. So, but people used to think that, and I had to explain it, and now everybody knows. That at least watches me. Same with the pet on your shoulder thing. It doesn't matter. Just put one you like, because it doesn't matter. People didn't know that until they come to a stream and hear it. Because it's nowhere in the game, it's nowhere in writing, unless you're watching the right people. How are you supposed to know that? Unless you, like, really look into it. You'd have to be, like, double checking. Like, If you think a pet matters on your shoulder, you would have to like go check and make sure it matters, you know? But why would you do that if you think it matters? You might not double check it. Just like we just double checked the total instead of the additive. You can like run an experiment to see if your theory's correct or not. Yeah, purple deeds are one of the things like towards the end of the game that I still need. Like as a in-game player on my main account, I still need purple deeds. You're gonna need them for the rest of the time. That's why you get books with your gold marks instead of like getting Kukulkan or getting Dragonite or getting Cursed Runes or something, because you're gonna need them now. You're gonna need them later. You're gonna need them when you quit the game. You're gonna need them forever. So Dragonite you're not gonna need forever. Cursed Runes you're not gonna need forever. So it's kind of a waste and throwing stuff down the toilet if you don't get books with your gold marks. I know, we need to make like some more channels on Discord. You know me though, I'm not like a big Discord dude. Mana Surge. I want like that checklist channel still. Like I have all these ideas and I never do them. Yeah, that's part of the problem with the channel. I was thinking last night, like, how can we like double up this channel? I would love to double it up. And I was like, the only thing I could think of is like streaming twice a day, and that's not gonna, it's really not gonna do what I think it's gonna do, you know? It might help a little bit, but it wouldn't, it's not gonna double up anything. For real. Like if people watch in the morning, they're not gonna watch at night, or if they do, you know, like how many extra views is that, and how many extra whatever is that? It's not gonna be double. And it's gonna be twice the work for not double the results. But I was trying to think like, how can we double this channel up, dude? Like I don't know. My answer is always doing twice the work, but that's not always the right answer. Because it would, I guarantee it wouldn't work. We would not have like double anything if I did double the work. It wouldn't. I don't know how that's a thing. Like with everything I do, it's you can't just like do twice the work and get twice the results. Unlike everything I do in life, that doesn't work. If I do twice the work, I get like I might get 50% extra, maybe if I'm lucky. I can't hear the game at all. Can you guys hear the game? Has this been quiet the whole time? Oh, maybe I just have my headphones turned down. Let me see how it sounds on my TV. Oh, you guys can hear it. Okay. Making sure. I guess I have my headphones turned down. I know, we need to do some more channels. I really want that checklist channel, because I know there's people out there just not doing stuff and giving themselves an excuse. That's like my main rant today, I guess. I just saw it somewhere. I saw someone saying, I'm not doing the faction event. You know what I mean? It's like, okay. go gold farm. Then go waste time seeking out a gold farming video. Go waste time watching a gold farming video. Then go waste time gold farming. All that time you just wasted, you could have just did the faction event, and you would not need to gold farm. It's like you're giving yourself extra work by doing that. By not doing something, you're giving yourself extra work. It's crazy. Anyway, I think that's all I wanted to show today for real. Like, I'm going to go further in this Underspire. We're going to see how far we can get by Sunday. That's going to be the thing for Sunday is the Underspire. Today was the Epic Trials, which, hey, I took an L. I couldn't get it done. But now I know. It is what it is. I can give better advice. Depends what kingdom it is, if beginners can do it. And it's more of an in-game thing. I always knew that, but I also like always got it done so easily that I was like, how come other people can't do this? And they're always like, stats, stats, stats. And I was like, oh, well, sometimes stats matter, sometimes they don't. I still feel that way, but I'll try to be a little bit less like mean about it, I guess, or whatever. Like, you should be able to do Epic Trials. I can do it. Well, my new account couldn't do it, so now I know. But that's what we're learning through the... Like, I learned that hero level is bloated as heck, and it doesn't really mean anything anymore. I learned that you don't need to farm anything if you play the game right. And I learned that Epic Trials are way harder for a beginner, and they shouldn't always be able to get it done. It depends on what kingdom it is and stuff. If the enemy stats are quadruple yours, it's going to be hard if you don't have an instant kill or a summon or something. If they give you a crappy team, then, you know, you're probably not going to get it done. I learned about getting the lantern, even if you're not doing Underspire yet. You still should go collect your lantern. That was a good idea by Tyrion. You know, I learned which weapon to pick at the beginning of the game. I felt like the green hammer was the way to go. You know, the class progression was slightly different than I used to think it was. You know, like slightly. You know, I jumped into that Queen Beatrix Venoxia team instead of using Rowan for everything. I thought I would just use Rowan for everything, but eventually it gets a little bit slow, and you kind of just use it for quick clearing. Like your City of Thieves, your adventure board, stuff you can just like cast Leprechaun, cast Rowan, eventually. At first you're going to be boosting it, still super fast, still super awesome, it can still do everything, but once you get like some of the like Tesla and Venoxia and maybe a dragon out of an egg and maybe an immortal and a cool first mythic, like you might switch out of like using Rowan for everything, but you'll still use it quite a bit, like 50% of the time. But you might be using Queen Beatrix or Venoxia or Tesla or a dragon instead to get some things done that are like you can't clear in one shot with the Rowan, but it's not quite like super hard. Like vault keys. Opening, I need to do that, dude. Dang. Let's open a couple vault keys. Let's open a couple. I gotta do 25 a day to get them done by Sunday. So let's do a few of these. And let me send some gifts to Sana too. Let me do that before I forget. So I'm gonna give Sana all my gems. Not to like say it on stream, like I'm just reminding myself kinda too. Alright, guild. This is how you give a guildmate gift. Have you ever seen that before? Have you ever done that? I barely ever do it, honestly. Allie gives me gifts all the time. Goozer Pie gives me gifts all the time. Other people have given me gifts, but I don't really give them out too much. I give them out sometimes like to the Tower of Doom, like Scout. I think that's a good time to do it. What am I doing? Soulforge. Other. I like need gems so bad I can't afford it, basically. It's not that I don't want to, but I need gems so bad I can't afford it sometimes. Let's give 4 this time. I can only do up to like, I can't do like, it's like the cursed runes that are stopping me, I think. I wish I could give all my gems away, but it's going to stop me eventually. Like either this or this. One of these are going to stop me. Let's do 4. It's a solid 100. You go to your guild. Go to the person. Give you a high five. Bang. Give a gift. Boom. Gift. Boom. Gift. Boom. Gift. Boom. I was thinking, like, what if there's a way, like, how much do gems cost? Like, with real money. Is there any way I can Undercutters Pizza the devs? I'll join your guild and give you a gift. I'll Undercutters Pizza them. I know, that's probably, like, get banned. So I'm not being serious, devs. I'm not being serious. But, hey, somebody, DM me. DM me on Discord, everybody. Undercutters Pizza, gems. I'll sell them for less than the... I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I will not join your guild and give you a bunch of gifts. For money. I won't do that. I don't want to get banned. I'm joking. I'm joking. And plus it would probably be like 50 cents because I think gems cost like $2 or something. So I'm definitely joking. Anyway, so alright, let's do like 5 vault keys, then I gots to go. Alright. So now this is where I would use my Venoxia Queen Beatrix. Because like it was taking like 3-4 boosts with Rowan, so it was like feeling a little bit slower than this. If this gets going and gets looping, it seems faster sometimes. Venoxia hits pretty hard too, I noticed. Harder than Queen Beatrix for me. But Queen Beatrix has a higher chance of looping, so depends what you're looking for. Do you want to loop or do you want to do damage? And sometimes you need both. Aw, what are you doing? Killing my leprechaun, you jerk. There we go, 1 down. No problem, Sana. Mark says I used to watch you like 2 to 3 years ago. I came back to the game 5 days ago, and here I am again. Awesome. I love when that happens. We'll do like 5, and then I'll only have 20 to do later. So remember, I'm doing all the things, like I've been slacking a little bit because I know it's my last week. But I still do everything, like XP booster, adventure board, dungeon. I'm going to keep saying it. Holiday, guild event, daily event, City of Thieves 3 times a day. Vault keys. Still doing all that stuff. I think I slacked a little bit because oh, it's my last week. Try not to get to level 1000 on this beginner account. Looks weird. It'll look weird if I get to 1000 on a beginner account, but freaking hero level's so bloated these days. Look at this. Let me go, hold on, let me skip the faction event. Let me go get a pet during the vault event. Let me do that. Let me do that. It's got 72,000 gold off of one fight. Vault keys are overrated. Like, oh my god, vault keys are like so overrated. Treasure hunt is like so underrated. Like, people don't even know. You can get like freaking 1 gem every like freaking 10 minutes. Oh my god. Oh my god, you can get like 10 gems an hour. Oh my, you can like farm them almost infinitely. Like, oh my god, you can get like 10 more gems an hour if you play like treasure hunt. Vault keys are overrated. Oh my god, I need a gold farm. So bad. I don't know why, though, because, like, faction events are so stupid. Like, I don't even do them on Tuesdays. Like, I got better things to do. Why would I even want vault keys? They're so stupid and stinky. Why would I even do that? I like a cute pet. And I don't want to be told what to do every day. I want to just do whatever I want. And then I'm going to complain on the... Then I'm going to go to the forum, because that's, like, my favorite. And then I'll, like, complain on there about, like, how everything sucks. And I don't have nothing. When am I going to get Stellarix? Like, oh my god. Like, I've got open, like, 500 eggs. And I still don't have it. And I never get a perfect, because I just switch rooms every day. Because that's I don't like doing... Oh my god, Becky. I don't have any gems. I don't even, like, Cynical is always wrong. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. Like, you can just watch his streams and watch his videos, and you just see that he doesn't even know what he's talking about. He's so stupid. He doesn't even know. 300 gems is nothing. I could get that. That would only take me 30 hours in Treasure Hunt. Like, I could definitely do that. 30 hours isn't that much. Like, 30 hours is nothing. I could definitely do that. I don't need to just do one fight and get 300 gems. That's dumb. That's stupid. Why would I listen to that guy? He's only been playing for 7 years. That's nothing. That's nothing. I've been playing for 2 years or 3 years, and I watch the Idiocracy Butter Eater channel. So I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about, because I watch the Gold Farming, Soul Farming channel. And they told me to use my red cock weapon. Use my red cock weapon on Explore 10, and I will get so much gold. Don't do the faction event. No way, Jose. Don't go get pets during the vault event, definitely. And play treasure hunt all the time. Then you'll be awesome like me. I don't want to be like him. He's horrible. He sucks at the game. Do you see how many resources he's got? He must have got. The devs give him. You know that the devs do. The devs give him all that. He doesn't earn it on his own. He doesn't like talk crap about the devs and not give them any money, so they probably hate him. So it's actually the complete opposite. The devs hate me. They would never give me anything. So I got all this by myself, free to play, playing the game right. No codes from the devs. I don't suck their titties. You know, I have no advantage, ever. And that's what I love to show on this channel. No advantage. $0 spent. I tell the devs they suck. They don't give me any codes. I don't suck their titties. You know what I'm saying? So, I have 0 advantages. And that just shows you can do everything I can do. You can spend money and get way more stuff than me. You can, you know, be friends with the devs and get codes and stuff and get more... You know what I mean? You can do all that other stuff and be further ahead than me. But just, like, play the game like I tell you to and then do those things. And then spend money. And then be friends with the devs, you know? Don't like, not do what I'm telling... Like, I'm not doing the faction event on Tuesday. I'm gonna go gold farm instead. I'm gonna go treasure hunting. I'm not doing the class event. It takes too long. It takes like 10 minutes. I'm not doing that. 10 minutes is a long time. I don't want 25 gems in 10 minutes. That's too long. 25 gem keys. That won't get me nothing. That's not how you get mythics or legendary. Gem keys is not the way to get mythics or legendaries. No way, Jose. I don't want gem keys. Those suck. No, 3,000 gold for one fight. I can do that with one hand tied behind my back. I'll just go to treasure hunt and get 3,000 gold. It only take me an hour. They're dead. What am I getting? What can I get here? Another 24 gem keys. Holy cow. I think I already did more than 5. I'm going to do 2 more. Am I going to play Palia? No, probably not. I'm going to play Puzzle Quest, and then I'm going to play probably Marvel. The Marvel Puzzle Quest game or whatever it's called. And I don't know what after that. I'm going to play some sort of Gems of War-like games for a bit. I'm going to, like, enjoy not having a new account because it's taking so much time. Like, it's not even just the Thursday stream and the Sunday stream. Like, to play this properly, I have to play it every day, like, correctly, so I can show you, like, what could be done. As if you take all my advice, this is what you get. You know, so I have to play this. I'm playing 2 accounts every day and also streaming, and you know what I mean? So I can't wait to, like, not be playing this new account because it'll save tons of time every day. And I can just go back to playing my main account. So we'll play something fun. I always wanted to play retro games, honestly, but that'll be down the road. Maybe a horror game. Maybe we'll find another Gems of War. That's my main goal. I just want to find another Gems of War to play alongside a Gems of War. It doesn't even have to be like exactly like it, but like the same model of like new stuff every week, new events every week with like a rotating system that people need something every Monday, or there's something new every Friday, or you know, it's not once a month. Maybe even if it's once a month, as long as it's new every single month. I need to find something similar to this in the way that they put out content. And it's also not overserved with like 50,000 creators. So our ideas so far are Puzzle Quest, which isn't going to work, but we're going to try it anyway. And then maybe Marvel, the Marvel Gems of War Puzzle Quest game. Because I think some of y'all like Marvel. And I heard it was decent. And it's similar. That might work. Like, that's the idea I think might work, but probably won't work because I think it'll work. You know? Like, that's the one that should work. And here's where you get your orbs too, your event keys. Like orbs you might as well be souls, trait stones, extra copies of mythics or legendary, or not mythics, legendaries, epics. Orbs is how you get fully ascended legendaries, able to trait legendaries or mythics, and how you can, like, it's a replacement for souls too. So even though this doesn't say like 50,000 souls or something, it might as well say, like, I don't know how many to say, but that Orb of Chaos could say like 5,000 souls or 6,000 souls, or it could say 12 trait stones or 15 trait stones, 16 trait stones. It could say that, or it could say 5 copies of Tesla. Like, this Orb of Chaos can be many different things. It's not like that's a replacement for gold farming, soul farming, etc. The orbs. Especially once you get Zul'Goth. But I think early game, like with the orbs, you should use them on certain things and not worry about Zul'Goth or CT yet. Then there's like mid-game is where you start saving orbs. As a beginner, I think you should use some of your orange orbs, your blue orbs, maybe even your green orbs. And that's how you don't have to gold farm, soul farm, trait stone farm, etc. Because you get so many orbs, it's crazy. Guild events, Underspire, daily events, vault keys. You get so many orbs. That's another reason you don't need to farm. Just orbs. Orbs out the butt. And as a beginner, you might as well fully trait Queen Beatrix. You know, you might as well use an orb on that. That's a very good choice. The Miraji Queen, you might as well fully trait it. You can use an orb for that. because it's a very useful troop you're going to use quite a bit. You know, if you get a mythic, that needs its third trait, you could use an orb on it, especially if you're going to use that mythic. Like, if you get Ironhawk and you don't have the trait stones, use an orb. It's fine, because that's going to give you 1,000,000,000 orbs back when you use it. Like, that's a good investment of an orb, is Ironhawk. So these are trait stones, souls. Like, it's not just an orb. It depends what you get, but, like, that's souls right there. You could say that's however many souls. But anyway, I think that's all I wanted to say today. Can't wait until the rantathon. Dude, the apple juice. Usually I say everything that's in my brain, but I do hold back a little bit. Like, I don't curse because I know YouTube will spank my hiney. And, you know, there's certain things. I'm not going to give you my social security number, and I'm not going to say certain things, but you never know. Saturday night. That filter, that tiny filter that's barely there, comes down even more. So you get to see what's he gonna say? What's he gonna say? That's what you get to see on Saturday night. But yeah, let's catch up in the chat. Get out of here. Oh my god. Mark says, I think if they would remove Treasure Hunt, people would be happy. I think they just need to change it, man. They just need to update it. It's so old. Treasure Hunt is like war. It's like Amnesia or whatever. It's like Doomclaw. That's what Treasure Hunt is. That's what Treasure Hunt is. It's one of those troops. It's Plague. It's just super old and they haven't updated it at all. So they just need to put some Dragonite in there, some Cursed Runes in there, some like Deeds in there, maybe some whatever. They need to update it. It's still just got the freaking, it's got souls, gold, glory, gems, and like keys or something, and that's it. That's such an old game mode. They need to either like double, triple, quadruple all of those rewards, or they need to like put in some Dragonite, Curse Runes, stuff we actually want in that Treasure Hunt minigame. Then it might be worth it if there's Dragonite in there and you can infinitely farm it almost. Like if you have 500 Treasure Hunt maps and there's actually a possibility of Dragonite, people might actually do it. Even if it's only 1, 2, 5 Dragonite, it might be worth it actually, because you can maybe get Dragonite. But the way it is now, like the amount of gems you get, you could just take Tribute more often and get the same amount of gems. And that's like a passive thing you can do. It sucks when a game mode is only as good as like something you can also just do passively. Mark says, I already read that. Had to say it, Sana has been building up. Apple juice equals fun time for all. Classic says work has been busy, but next 3 days are going to be slow. Haven't been able to chat much. Yeah, I kind of noticed. I made a video the other day, and I kind of mentioned you in the video, so go check it out. It's not nothing bad. I just said me and you were talking about how hard it is to make P99 content. Basically on here. Like, we didn't. I don't know if I made it sound like we're on the phone chatting about it, but, you know, on these live streams, you type and I talk, and we're talking about it, so... But I mentioned to you, like, at the beginning of my newest EverQuest video. So, and I even mentioned other channels that, like, don't make content anymore, and I don't know. I couldn't think of a video. So, I was trying to do something with my enchanter, and he died a couple times, and I got annoyed. And then I was just like, I'm just going to freaking rant and rave. That's going to be the video. I'm going to play one of my starting characters. I played my level 5 Shadow Knight, and I just, like, talked, and that's what came out. Well, I just had to put a video out, basically. Yep, glad you're here, dude. Anyway, I gotta go. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below, and I'll see y'all next time, which is tomorrow, Friday, Arena. You know, that's fun to watch. I always have to say it, because people see Arena in the title, and they just don't click on it. I'm like the king of the arena here. I can show you how to play it, and even if you never want to play it, you can watch somebody do something. It's like watching Dirty Jobs. Yeah? Watch me play Arena like you watch Mike Rowe do Dirty Jobs. You don't really want to, like, stick your hands in a toilet or get covered in cow manure, but you don't mind watching me stick my hands in a toilet and get covered with cow manure. Now, it's a good show. Come check out the Dirty Jobs Mike Rowe of Gems of War Arena. Watch me do it. I'll do it for you. And it's more fun than you would think to watch somebody actually play it decently. You don't have to do it. Just live vicariously through me. I think you should do it, Sana. I think people should do it. It's like doing layups. It's like doing push-ups. Nobody wants to do it, but it will make you better at the game. Nobody's saying you're going to get a ton of resources and it's like a really lucrative investment of your time in the game. I know. But hey, if you want to get better at the game and you want to be able to do epic trials one day, once your stats are high enough and it's actually possible and it's a decent kingdom, if you play Arena, you'll be better. Like when they throw something random at you, that's the time you shine if you've been practicing Arena. You learn the game mechanics better. You even play with like Stellarex teams better because you'll be better at matching gems. You'll be better at like not mana blocking. You'll be better at building teams. Like you get so much better at the game if you play Arena because you have to use troops you would never use and you have to build a team. Like Epic Trials is different because they like they make you, force you to use 4 troops from that king. Like Arena, you actually get to choose somewhat. You know, there's like 16 troops and you make a team of 4. It's 1 from each rarity, and you can like re-roll if you don't like the troops and pick from another. Like you don't have to do any team or any troop. You can keep re-rolling, retreating, retreating, and then like find a team you like. Like you could just build your own team and just like take it into a fight where stats don't matter, like money doesn't matter. Like you're just playing the game. It's an even one-on-one fight, and you get to see like, are you decent at the game? And you get to see like, you get to practice. You get to get better at the game because you don't have like, you can't spend $1,000 and like get extra turns or extra gems or anything. You don't have like bloated stats or whatever. You don't have a copy-pasted team that just destroys the enemy in one shot. You can't do any of that. They're giving you 4 random troops, and you have to face a team that's equal strength. So it makes you better at the game. You have to match gems good. You have to like think about sky gems. You have to not mana block. You have to have your team has to do something. You have to have like a thought behind your team. Like, oh, here's my tank. Here's a summoner in case I lose my tank. And here's my damage dealers. Here's my mana generator. Like, you have to make a good team. You can't just make a whole team full of pure green troops that have no sense about them. Like, you'll get better at the game, I promise, if you play Arena. I'm not telling you to play it for 5 hours a day or anything, but when you're done with everything else for the day, go play 3 arenas. It should only take you like 30 minutes, maybe 45, something like that, and you'll get way better at the game. Don't even do it every day. Play Arena like once a week. Play Arena once a week for 30 minutes, and you'll get better at the game. That's all it takes. And it's like basketball players practice before they do the game, People don't just get big muscles. They like start by doing push-ups or low weight. You can't just expect to like copy paste a team, spend a bunch of money, and be good at the game. You're just like bloated hero level, spending thousands of dollars, copy pasting. Don't you want to be good at the game? Like that'd be like getting power leveled in an MMO. Now you're gonna suck, and nobody's If you ever like want to stream, and some random situation gets thrown at you, you're going to be like crapping your pants because you don't have your copy-pasted team and you don't, So it's way better, it just feels better to be actually good at the game. So you can do anything you want at any time, no matter what they throw at you. Instead of just having to wait for another person to make a team so you can copy-paste it or something. Like that's stressful. That's annoying. You have to wait? Like you can make your own team. You'll be better at making. This mic does not want this rot. You'll be better at making teams at the beginning, like a Monday when you're up before everybody else. You can make the team and then share it out to everybody else because you'll be better at making teams because you actually did Arena and you know how to build a team properly. Like here's a new week, here's a new restriction. Oh, we've never seen this before. Let me build a team. And then you can if you're a guild leader or something, you could share it out to your guild and now everybody has a team before like you have to go watch a video or something and somebody didn't put a video out yet or whatever. It'll be way better, I promise. But I know it's annoying, and you lose, and it's hard, and you don't get enough resources. But there are offers after each arena, and you could get a medal or something. Could get a verse. I don't know. You could get something cool off those offers. It's not just like the rewards you get from the arena. You also get an offer after each of the first 3 arenas for the day, and it could be something you actually need. So now you're better at the game, and you got an offer that you needed. But I'm not trying to say everybody should play it every day. I'm just saying, like, it'd be cool if you want to get better at the game, if you would, like, try to play it once a week for 30 minutes or something. Then when there's an arena event, at least, like, play it a little bit. You don't have to play it every day for 10 hours a day, but it's an arena event, just like I said with everything else. That's the event. The devs are saying this is what you should be doing. You can get writs there. You can get orbs there. You're going to get better at the game there. So if you play everything that they put out, then you're going to be way better off. You're going to have all the gems you need, all the gold you need, all the souls you need, all the skills you need. But if you just skip stuff and do whatever you want, then you're going to be complaining, and you're not going to have something, and you're going to have to do weird stuff. But anyway, yeah, it's fun too. Like, Arena is fun. If you actually like to play games where you actually have to think and be good at the game, you know, then you like Arena. If you just, I don't even know what's another game where you just like get on the game and you go brr, 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 and then you just win. Like, what other game out there is like that? Most games you have to like learn to play the game. You're kind of good at first. You get better. It gets harder and harder. You get better and better. You know, it's a game. Like, you lose sometimes. A boss kills you. You do a different strategy the next time. Boss kills you. You realize you need to get stronger. You go get stronger. You go get a different spell. You come back. Boss kills you. You try another strategy. You finally win. Oh, it was fire the whole time. Oh, it was a plant. I should have used fire. Like, you figure it out, and it feels so good to figure it out. Like, and it feels better when you win because you actually lost and there was some, like, resistance there. What's the point of doing something where it's just like all day? Like, that's... Who cares? Like, you can pick your nose and flick a booger and it's the same thing. Like, you're not doing anything. You're just pushing a button and everything's dying in one shot. You might as well go play Doom with God mode on and just run around. At least Arena, you have to, like, be good at the game. You have to, like, try. You might lose. And then when you win, it feels better because there was, like, danger of losing. I don't know why everybody just wants to go around on God mode all the time. That's what this game is if you don't like Arena, pretty much, you know? Like, you're afraid of anything that's not on God mode. No chance of losing. Who plays a game like who plays that? I always hated that. My brother would put it on, like, God mode on Doom, and I'm like, are you having fun? Like, what are you doing? You're not even... The enemies can't hurt you. And you're just like... I mean, it's fun for a second, but to play a game every day for hours and all you're doing is God mode on Doom the whole time... Doesn't that get boring? Doesn't that get boring eventually? If you're just doing Stellaryx for everything all the time and just blowing down the enemies, like, it's grinding. It's grinding, I guess, if you like grinding. But you could do, like, you could be Andy Dufresne picking at a wall, and that's how much fun it is to me to just, like, know I'm going to win every single time, no matter what, and they're just going to fall over. Be like Hulk Hogan with the finger poke of doom. Like, he just walks in the ring, pokes a guy, he falls over, and he pins him. Like, that's how this game is if you don't like Arena or Epic Trials. And you just copy-paste the team, and you all the time, and you win. It's like a freaking Big Daddy in the I Win poker game. I win! But that's my rant. Why you should play Arena. I know. I'm not telling people to play it for 3 hours a day or anything. Just don't totally skip it. Don't totally skip it, is all. It'd be like never eating broccoli or never eating vegetables or fruit. All you do is eat ice cream all day. You know? Just eat ice cream. Just see how that works out. Go eat ice cream all day, every day. And that's like just Stellaryx all day, every day. You're never going to get good at the game. You're just going to rely on other people and play God mode all the time. Yeah, it's boring to watch Stellaryx too. Just especially if they don't have any good, like, commentary. It's just like sometimes they're just sitting there saying nothing, just blowing shit down with Stellaryx. It's like boring. But anyway, yeah, it's fun just to, like, use troops. Like, there's so many troops in the game. You could you could just, like, play this game every day probably with, like, 10 troops or maybe 100 out of the 1,000. It's fun to like actually see some of the other troops and some other weird combinations that actually work. But some people, they don't care. They just want to flick boogers and Andy Dufresne the wall and play God mode on Doom. But I gotta go. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your group about the channel, comment below, and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for joining me today. Sana, Mark, Brian. We have Mark Gomez. Mark Gomez was here. Goody Two Shoes in the house. Sayo was here. Thanks for telling me how to say your name. I'll try not to forget. I'm pretty good with my chat and not forgetting names and stuff that y'all tell me. Goody Two Shoes Vishal was here. Mark Sana, like Lady Alfhild. She had just corrected me once, like Sana. Just had to correct me once, and I never said it wrong again. Sometimes you gotta ask. It's not It's not Sani. It's not Lady Alhild or whatever I was saying. We got Mark. We got OG Thirsty. We got Yoke the Ham delivering the mail, baby. Classic EverQuest playing some freaking EverQuest. Des the Enforcer back in the house. It's awesome. Good to see you back, man. The poll, everybody that said no on the poll are the winners today. But I appreciate the people that said yes. That's one of those situations where you can't lose. If you said yes on the poll, then I appreciate you for believing in me. And if you said no on the poll, you were right. So you can't lose. Philip Jenner was here. Sayo. JM Ricks. Chat with a do. Thumbs up, baby. We got Tyrion Shark. Sana with the gifted, thank you so much. With the Rolo Walks, you're a legend. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Are ya? Anita? Are ya? Anita? Thank you. Okay, so that was it. Sana was here first, Mark was second, Anita was third, or some sort of that order. They were the first three. I just remember saying the three amigos, the three amigas, because they were here first. All right, I'll see you tomorrow for some arena. Remember, Mike Rowe, Dirty Jobs, let me do it. And it's more fun to watch than it is to actually play. Just remember that part. I'll see you then tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. EST. Peace out. Thank you so much. You're the best. Have a great day. Appreciate you.